our game, the American game.
It is played everywhere, in parks and playgrounds and prison yards, in back alleys and farmers' fields, by small boys and old men, raw amateurs and millionaire professionals. It is a leisurely game that demands blinding speed, the only game in which the defense has the ball. It follows the season, beginning each year with the fond expectancy of springtime and ending with the hard facts of autumn.
It is the American game. It's just what it is, and it makes you, I'm 81, but I can feel like I'm 15 when I'm talking baseball. I'm watching baseball. This is it. It does this. It brings you back.
It may be the worst of times for the National Football League, but it is the absolute best of times for Major League Baseball.
You're in Braves country.
Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity. Please verify signal clarity.
You're in Braves country.
So proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Play ball!
Armchair.
On a beer? 7 o'clock in the morning. Scotch?
Hey, howdy, hi, and how the hell are you? Welcome here on Braves Country Radio. You're listening live as we march closer to crowning a champion. I'm Mac McGee. It's time to put it all aside and get ready for what should be a great day in baseball. We'll go over the lineups as the game goes on. Make sure to like and subscribe and become a member today. Jump in the chat. Tell us where you hail from. His roll call is on the way. Buckle up, boys and girls. It's time for pitch by pitch, play by play, the classic call of baseball.
Get this bus moving. Stop. Come back.
Too late.
Roll call! Yeah, roll call!
Welcome in, everybody. Good to see you, Chop Shop, Joyce Robledo, Uncle Charlie, YouTube Truther, good to see you, Coppercat, James Fisher, Up and Adams, Jason Up and Adams. What you talking about, Willis? Robert Sharpton. James Fisher King. Iron Lung. Jameson Taylor. Royal Pita. Denise, good to see you. Daniel Berry. Braden. Hope everybody's ready for a big game here. A lot of folks aren't giving USA a chance. We're going to call you 809. That's a mouthful. I don't even know where to start on that email address. Good to see you, 809. Toxic Bill! And I'm sure others will be coming in here this Sunday night, so a lot of folks are trying to... This is a disaster. Local Fox here, it's not showing the game. But that's all right, we'll adjust. I got it back in the game. Hey, back in a flash. For a fact that all week long they have promoted this game being on local Fox, and now it's not. They got reruns of Family Guy or something on, so trying to catch up to speed. I was wondering what was going on, but often our local Fox screws the pooch and they'll put random TV shows when the pre-game show should be on. Tonight, they just all together not carrying it. Sure, it's something that they've done that a lot in this WBC, and in the next television rights, they need to get on the WBC and whoever decides to carry it and be more consistent on where the games are. Paul Skeens is warming up. The USA is wearing their blue jerseys, navy blue jerseys, USA across the chest in white, with the S striped in red, blue ball cap, red bill, US on the front, in white outlined in red, gray pants. In the Dominican Republic, I believe they're making the US the road team again. for them to show the Dominican Republic. There they are. They're wearing white jerseys top to bottom. Writing in blue across the chest in red. Dominican, red ball cap, white D, and a blue R and the blue bill. The Dominican Republic flag on the right side. Leading off for the United States tonight, it'll be Bobby Witt Jr. batting first and at the shortstop position. Batting second, playing first, it'll be Bryce Harper. Batting third, in right field, Aaron Judge. Kyle Schwarber, the designated hitter, batting cleanup. Henderson is at third. It's not Alex Bregman tonight, and he's batting fifth. Will Smith is behind the plate, not the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. He's batting sixth. Anthony is batting seventh and in left, and Turang is batting eighth. That's second. Pete Crow Armstrong is patrolling center field and batting ninth. We've got some really bad weather in the area. The wind's whipping, et cetera, et cetera. So if I lose you, that's what happens. We'll be back on as soon as we can. We lost power earlier today very, very shortly, but for just a quick second. So we're hoping everything passes. It's supposed to pass through the area in the next hour or so, but hopefully the main concern around here is normally if the wind gets too raucous, it starts flickering the lights, which would restart the whole process. So there you have that. We're just about set for pitch-by-pitch, play-by-play. Leading off for the Dominican Republic tonight when they come to the plate, it'll be Tatis in right and batting first. Tel Marte batting second. Juan Soto batting third and in left field. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. batting cleanup and at first. Machado is at third and batting fifth. Caminero, Junior Caminero of the Tampa Bay Rays, is the designated hitter and batting sixth. Julio Rodriguez is in center field and batting seventh. Wells is behind the plate, batting eighth, and Perdomo is batting ninth in the shortstop. A loaded lineup. But it will be the U.S. beginning the game if everything's pointing correctly. And hopefully the U.S. is ready for this. Now, they were showing Paul Skeens' numbers against the batters he's expected to face tonight. He's got extremely good numbers. But the thing that's left out of that whole equation is when he's facing these guys, he's not facing them back to back to back to back. So it's much different where you can pitch around a guy in a lineup as opposed to facing an all-star team. So it's going to be a rough road for all the pitchers in Team USA. And Team USA, be honest with you, as thank you for the channel support, Mr. Up and Adams, Jason. But honestly, if they're going to win this game, the United States, they're going to have to get some offense going. The offense has been sporadic at best, and we're looking at guys like Harper, who hasn't done anything in this tournament. We need guys to show up like Roman Anthony. Will Smith, I like him behind the plate, to be honest with you, in a big game like this. You save Cal Raleigh for a pinch hitting role down the stretch in a big spot. But I think the biggest thing that I would change about what we're looking at tonight in the lineup is Bryce Harper, and hopefully he has a big game tonight, but he just hasn't been hitting the ball well. He's batting 150 with a 377 OPS, and he's hitting incredibly too high in the lineup. And the idea that D-Row just keeps rolling out the same lineup over and over again. I mean, Henderson has been much hotter. You could flip-flop them in the order, and you could realistically not change a whole lot in your approach. Bobby Witt Jr. will lead it off, and the United States is the road team once again. You would hope that if they won, that tomorrow they would be given the home team designation, as both them and Venezuela are. As the first pitch on the way from Severino, and yes, sir, it is baseball time in the WBC, and the first pitch misses, down and away for a ball. It's 1-0. Nothing, your score just getting going here. The 1-0 pitch, swung on, fouls it back. 1-1. So 1-1 count. Righty, Luis Severino, the pitcher for the Dominican Republic. Staring in. The pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Sweeper, it's 1-2. On deck is Bryce Harper. In the hole, Aaron Judge. The 1-2 count. Swing, slaps it down the line, foul. 99 miles an hour. We'll do it again. Severino had a rocky year last year, but a lot of that, he just is not comfortable in that athletics park, the minor league park that they're playing out there in Sacramento. Is the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3. Chase one in the dirt, and it's one away. One down, and Bryce Harper will come to the plate. And you better believe that the entire crowd for the Dominican Republic is going to be rocking there tonight. The U.S. fans got to get into it too. First pitch to Bryce Harper, check swing. Did he go around? Four-seam fastball. Didn't look like he did. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Comes set. Turns and fires. Swing, slaps it down the line, foul. 1-1. Yeah, it's insane to me, because we checked it before the weekend started. What channel are all these games on? They were all supposed to be on the mothership Fox, and then I guess sometime this afternoon they changed it to FS1. The 1-1 inside, ball 2, 2-1, and it's bad enough that they decide to move it around, but what really gets me is that Major League Baseball shouldn't give them the option. The 2-1 count, I'll give you an example in a second, is the pitch on the way, swing, fouls it back, 2-2. If ABC, ESPN was about to do the Super Bowl, you better believe they wouldn't let them change it at the last minute and put it on the Disney Plus app. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Bryce Harper looking silly up there once again, 2 down. And I still contend that if the U.S. does not win this game, the blame has to go to DeRosa, and he does not need to ever be the manager of the USA team ever again. I know he wanted to do it, and they gave it to him because he's a popular television star. They've got to get a real baseball manager in. First pitch to Aaron Judge is up top, sweeper, misses. It's 1-0. But I'm hoping that they're going to win despite him being there. Is the 1-0. Kicks and fires right there at the knees. 1-1. Severino, man, he's really bringing it tonight. He's in the high 90s. He's normally not throwing that hard. Someone needs to get him to pee in a cup. The 1-1 pitch, bang at the knees, 99 miles an hour. 1-2. He was always 97 plus, right? I mean, sometimes sneak around 98. Never seen him. At 32 years old, you don't normally gain velocity. 1-2 count. Severino trying to strike out the side. Here's the pitch. Down and away, 2-2. Good take by Aaron Judge. And they don't have a better option at first base for the USA, for Harper, but he shouldn't be batting second. The 2-2 swing. Got a piece of it and knocks it foul behind him. We'll do it again. But I think that's just a buddy-buddy thing going on with Harper and Judge. I'm sorry, Harper and DeRosa. We talked about it earlier in the week. Like, this isn't knee-jerk reaction. Why is Kyle Schwarber hitting behind Harper? That doesn't make any sense. They don't do it that way in Philly. The 2-2, down and away, 3-2. So a full count. And you lengthen that lineup a little bit, to be honest with you, if you take it out. If you put Harper deeper in it, and let's say he does have a good game. The payoff pitch. Swing, rips it into left field. That's down for a base hit. All rise. The USA's got one on. 2 outs here in the top of the first. I'd like to see a little more emotion from the USA team. Because we're going to get it from the Dominican Republic. You better believe it. Every time they get a base hit, they're going to be having a marching band coming out to first base. Righty, as Judge says his hellos to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch on the way. It's inside. That ball gets Schwarber in the knee, and he'll head to first. And we've got runners at first and second, 2 outs. And Severino is coming apart at the seams. Left to right in the outfield for the Dominican Republic, it's Soto, Julio, Rodriguez, and Fernando Tatis. Around the horn, left to right, it's Machado, Perdomo, Marte, and Vladimir Guerrero Jr. As Gunnar Henderson stands at the plate. Wells is behind the bump, and of course Severino. Or Wells behind the dish, and Severino's on the bump. We'll get it together. So 2 on, 2 out. And Henderson the batter. First pitch is inside, almost dusts him back again. Changeup misses, it's 1-0. On deck, you've got Will Smith. There are 2 outs. Righty-lefty matchup. You're just joining us. Top of the first inning, 0-0 your score. The pitch. High and outside wide, 2-0. It's an elimination game. The World Baseball Classic, win or go home. There is no tomorrow if you lose. There will be for BCR. We'll bring you the semifinal tomorrow night. On the other side of the bracket is the pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it back, 2-1. 8 o'clock, first pitch, 7:45 will come on the air as Venezuela shocked the world last night. They'll try to continue their run, taking on another Cinderella in Team Italy. That ought to be a fun one. The 2-1 count. Brings it. Swing and chops it over there to right side of the infield. That's going to be a 4-3 put out, and that'll end the inning. USA put a couple on but can't get them across. We'll be back in a flash here on the BCR.
Well, y'all, the day's here. I'm ready to graduate. I'm not sure what I learned, but I know I'm done learning.
I'm so in love with my friends that I wish they lived under my bed. I would just feed them little snacks, slip them a Cheeto here and there. Nothing too major.
Hey, does anybody else take only 40 minutes to wash a load of clothes, 60 minutes to dry them, and up to 7 to 14 business days to put them away?
Almost had that World Series just about in their grasp, but it slipped away. Do you see the guys so far in spring training a little hungry to get back to that pinnacle?
Well, that's true because, it was hard to digest to know that it was taken from you from one call. And we don't have a World Series ring on our finger, so it'll be something else that we have to go out and play hard for and try to accomplish.
After an off year in 1986, by 87, the Cards were right back on top. Thanks in no small part to the offensive evolution of a franchise icon.
The Wizard of Oz can do more than just field his position. He can hit.
Ozzie has become the true focal point of the Cardinals by 87, the true linchpin.
Not only did he become a good hitter, but he got stronger. And he figured it out. He figured out what his strength was.
Ozzie has just gotten better every year offensively.
I watched him go from being a 200 hitter to a 300 hitter with the work and time that he put in.
87 was that year, where it all came together for me. I continued to play defense, but my team looked to me more offensively than I had been able to give to that point.
Putting up career highs in batting average, hits, and RBI, Ozzie's bat helped lead the Cardinals back to the postseason, where they beat the Giants to earn a third trip to the World Series in the decade.
Hey, Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play-by-play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Nothing, your score. Paul Skeens will try to put a 0 up himself here against the loaded lineup of the Dominican Republic. Righty-righty matchup. Fernando Tatis, the batter. First pitch is a sinker inside 98 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Left to right across the outfield is Anthony, PCA, and Aaron Judge. Across the horn, left to right, starting third to first, is the 1-0 pitch. Right there, splitter on the outer edge. It's 1-1. Gunnar Henderson at third, and then around that horn, it's Witt, Turang, and Bryce Harper. Smith behind the plate, and of course, Skeens is on the hill. The 1-1 pitch, swing lifted high into left field. Camping underneath it is Roman Anthony for out number 1. One up, one down, and that'll bring Marte to the plate. Soto moves to the on-deck circle. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in the hole. Ketel Marte has had a lot of off-the-field controversies over the last couple of years, but has really turned into one of the better second basemen in all of baseball. First pitch on the way is a sinker. 97 right there for a strike. It's a 1-1. He's been rumored on the trade block, but it didn't seem like there was any takers. You can't deny his ability. He's just become a handful, kind of a PR nightmare as the 0-1 outside wide 1-1. He had a situation where he played the victim in a game against the White Sox, getting a fan kicked out of a game as the 1-1 pitch swing pops it up. High into shallow right field underneath it, making the catch is Turang. F4 in your scorecard. 2 down. And the short of it was very unbelievable complaint that he had from one of the fans. And so that spiraled into a couple other things. He's been rumored to be on the trade block. But he can hit that ball and he can field his position. First pitch on the way is outside wide to Juan Soto. High and out of the zone, it's 1-0. The 1-0. Right there for a strike. 1-1. Welcome in, WQVZ, 1700 AM. One of our 17 radio stations, independent radio stations carrying us worldwide, is the pitch on the way to Soto. Swung on, rifled over towards second base side. Diving attempt by Bryce Turang. He jumps to his feet and fires it to first. Nifty glove work by the second baseman. We'll be back in a flash. 0-0 your score. 1, 2, 3.
You know I pulled you over tonight?
Yeah, I got a pretty good idea. Hey, I got a big favor to ask you. You mind if I step out of the car for a minute?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right, thanks.
Yep.
Let's step back here.
Okay.
So you saw the lady in the passenger seat, right?
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's my wife. And the lady in the back seat, did you see her?
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, though. Are you married?
Yeah, I am.
Okay. All right, here you go. So that's the mother-in-law in the back, right? Those two got in a huge fight this morning, and the mother-in-law insisted we take her home right away. So that's what I'm trying to do, get her home. I'm worried they're going to make up, and then, she's going to live with us another 6 months, right? So I got to get her home before those two make up, okay?
All right, so I'm going to give you a full police escort. Okay. I'm going to turn on the sirens, keep the lights on. By the glory of God, we will get you there. Now get in the car. Yep.
Playing the Minnesota Twins, the Redbirds would come up against a distinct disadvantage.
Some noise tonight, huh?
You couldn't hear yourself think in that place. If there's ever a thing called home field advantage, they had it.
The crowd is already at fever pitch. Pre-game warm-ups.
To this day, that's the loudest noise I've ever heard in a building. The place went crazy.
Line into left for a base hit. 6-0.
Another great series, 7 games. Kirby Puckett, Kent Herbeck, Frank Viola, and him being unhittable.
Viola just sailing along.
They had a pretty stacked team, and we gave them a pretty good fight. But sometimes the cards aren't in your favor.
The Gayetti, for the first time ever, the Minnesota Twins are the world champions.
Welcome back. We are heading to the top of the second inning in a 0-0 tie. First pitch on the way to Will Smith is there for a strike. It's 0-1. Righty-righty matchup. Severino, by the way, 24th pitch of the night as the pitch is inside, sinker. 98, drifts in, 1-1. So a 1-1 count. Why? So I can't see the comments, but Jason and Kelly are relaying them to me. Is the 1-1 swing, fouls it back, it's 1-2. I guess someone's complaining that we have a pirate on the mound. I mean, Dominican Republic has an athletic on the mound. I mean, what are we talking about? The 1-2 count, top of the second inning. Will Smith 2 for 6, so batting .333 in the tournament as the 1-2 pitch swing. That ball's going to get lifted down the right field line. Get fair. It's on the line. And that's a fair ball, and Will Smith is on with the leadoff single. Long leadoff single. He does what he does in these big games. He just finds a way to get on base. Doesn't try to do too much. Roman Anthony will come to the plate. He's batting .316 in the series. The tournament. First pitch on the way, swung on and lifted foul down the line. It's 0-1. 0-1. Turang is on deck and PCA is in the hole. So the 7-man at the plate and 8 and 9 to follow. The cutter bangs it back foul. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. I know Underwater is a Pirate fan. Is Bill a Pirate fan as well? Is the 0-2 count. Righty-lefty. Swing. Lifts it foul down the line. 100 miles an hour. I mean, I'm serious. I've not seen Severino throw like this in several years. He is absolutely bringing it tonight. The 0-2 count. This is assuming that the radar gun at the WBC isn't making the numbers look better than what they are. I've got no reason to believe that. As the 0-2 caught looking strike 3, 4-seam fastball right there at the knees. One away. That's one of those ones you got to swing the bat. You got to get the ball in play. He must have been sitting on the soft stuff because that fastball right down Main Street locked him up. First pitch is inside to Rang. It's 1-0. 1-0. Brings it. Swing. Hits it up the right side, and that's going to be 4-6-3. Inning-ending, rally-killing double play. We'll be back in a flash. It's 0-0. We go to the bottom of the second. Middle of the order, due up for the DR.
Dude, I think my grandpa was onto something. People think overalls are for old people. The mobility, dude. Back pockets super long. Double front pockets. I'm like, you'd rather play checkers on a leopard's ass than mess with somebody in overalls, dude. I feel tough as Tarzan's feet and knees, baby. Come on.
December 4th, George Washington's cousin, Colonel William Washington, pulled off a brilliant ruse in 1780 to secure a victory for the Continental Army. Colonel Washington, leading a small unit of cavalry and militia, managed to corner a well-fortified Loyalist unit in South Carolina. Outgunned and without artillery, Washington turned to ingenuity, carving a cannon from a tree trunk and positioning it as though he were preparing to bombard the house the enemy was holed up in. The tactic, reminiscent of pacifist Quakers who used Quaker guns to deter aggression, worked perfectly. Intimidated by the supposed heavy firepower, the Loyalists surrendered without a fight. This clever deception, along with other Southern campaigns, weakened British forces and morale, setting the stage for their ultimate defeat at Yorktown less than a year later.
No one knew it then, but just like that, the Whitey Ball era had essentially ended. Sure, Whitey stuck around for a few more years, and Ozzie a few more after that, but the magic of those special runs was gone. Still, the 80s Cardinals had, for the better part of a decade, played the game in a way no one had ever really seen before or since. And in the process, they made St. Louis the best baseball town in America.
The 80s Cardinals reignited baseball in St. Louis. It was always a very, very good baseball town. It became an over-the-top baseball town and stayed there.
We were one win away from winning 3 World Series in a decade. I mean, I don't know how many times that's been done, but it doesn't happen that often. If they had won those 3 titles, they would have a significantly greater place in the history of baseball. And I think actually that style of baseball would have a significantly greater impact.
Welcome back. Hey, welcome in Jason and Kelly. We don't see them in a lot actually chiming in. They're usually listening, but good to see you all in the chat. Ladarius, welcome in. I can see the chat a little bit tonight. It's kind of off to the side because we didn't know. Anyways, my monitors were changed around quite a bit. I'm working on a kind of a handicap right here. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. stands at the dish, and the first pitch on the way is a sweeper. Right there, smacks the edge. It's 0-1. I'd say Ryan's in here, too, from WQVZ, but he might be watching the Oscars. I don't know. The 0-1. Swing and chops it over towards third. It's going to be a 5-3 putout. Anyway, man, when I saw that the Oscars tonight, I was like, that is so awesome. I get to miss that again. Oh, my word. They need to have the WBC semifinals every Oscar night. Good play there by Henderson. He had to get it on an in-between hop. Now, obviously, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., when the 5-3 putout, doesn't run that well, but if he would have waited, that could have been a disaster. First pitch on the way is a 97-mile-an-hour fastball. Right there on the outer edge, it's 0-1. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 97 miles an hour, it's 0-2. Yeah, it hasn't been interesting as far as the people that host those award shows since they quit letting, what's the British guy's name? It was always so funny when he did them. 0-2 pitch. Caught, looking strike three. 99 miles an hour, smacks the outer track. Nasty backwards K, 2 down. Gervais, Ricky Gervais. What's that RG in my mind? I was like, why can't I think of his name? I know his initials. 0-0 your score. We're in here in the bottom of the second inning. USA did put 2 on in the first inning with 2 outs, but nothing doing. And the first pitch on the way to Junior Cameron Arrow is right outside, just misses. It's 1-0. 1-0. Kicks and fires, swing, chops it foul. 1-1 count. He's gone slider splitter to start the at-bat. On deck is Julio Rodriguez, and the 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Splitter, 1-2. The U.S. was the betting favorite, but the experts' favorite. I didn't see hardly anybody choose the U.S. to win. I think the betting favorite's the U.S. just because the book is in the United States. The 1-2 pitch, swing, swatted high and deep, and that ball is gone. 1-0 your lead, and the Dominican Republic, a hanging slider, and he hit pay dirt, his 3rd home run of the tournament. And just like that, we've got one on the board. .401 feet over the fence, 106 miles an hour off the bat. So back to work is Skeens. We knew we wouldn't shut this team out, so no need to hang your head, but Julio Rodriguez is batting 7th on this team. That's all you need to know. First pitch on the way is a check swing down and in. Did he go around? They're going to say he didn't. It's 1-0. Swing, fouls it away. 1-1. Not only did he get a hanging slider, it's pretty impressive. Just tells you how strong that Caminero kid is, because the slider was on the outer part of the plate, though it was a hanging slider. It was on the outer part, up and away, and he still hooked it over the left field wall. As the pitch there is called for a strike, 1-2. 1-2 count. Skeens digging in. High socks and all. Turns and fires. The pitch, swing, just got a piece of it to stay alive. Really looks like the U.S. is outnumbered in that stadium. The entire left side of the stadium appears to be Dominican Republic fans, and quite a few of the ones on the right side right before you get to the first base side. 1-0 your score, Dominican Republic. The 1-2 count. Skeens about to fire his 23rd pitch. Swing, slaps it over to the right side, and that's going to be a 4-3 putout, and that'll end the inning, but not before the DR put one on the board. It's 1-0. Time for the U.S. to answer when we return here in Miami.
Do you ever need some advice, or are you looking for some direction? If so, I present to you Yogi Berra's Quotes to Live By. His thoughts on naps. I usually take a 2-hour nap from 1 to 4. Little League Baseball is a very good thing because it keeps parents off the street. His thoughts on funerals. You should always go to other people's funerals, otherwise they won't come to yours. His thoughts on a popular restaurant. Nobody goes there anymore, it's too crowded. His thoughts on slumps. Slumps? I ain't in no slump, I just ain't hitting. And last but not least, his thoughts on money. A nickel ain't worth a dime anymore. There was no one else like Lawrence Peter Berra and the wisdom he passed along.
Y'all, I firmly believe that people who call Gatorade flavors by the actual name of the flavor instead of the color is the damn police.
Then and now, We all had our favorite parts of watching those teams. We can still recite that beautiful little run-scoring poem.
Get on.
Get them on.
Get over.
Get them in.
It's my favorite way to do it.
And we still know that the kind of baseball we got to watch was different from everybody else's. I think as a fan, as much as a player, you treasure that forever. And the best part is, no one can ever take it away from you.
The question is always posed, could those teams have played in this era? Our teams were constructed to where they could have played in any era.
Well, I would love to be able to put us in the league today and see how we do.
Every time I talk to somebody today who saw the style of baseball that we played, they really miss it.
I have people who come to me today and say, we know exactly where we were when you hit that home run.
Go crazy, folks! Go crazy!
And I think that just speaks to the commitment that people have to baseball here in this town. And we're very fortunate that we're in a business where we can create memories that last a lifetime.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. Please like and subscribe today. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Peter was asking about Peter was asking about picking on Jason Kelly. Honest Engine, they're not watching the whole message. They're paying attention to all the radio signals, etc. So I don't know how much they actually listen or read. They hear the game. First pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's all on. They'll scan it from time to time, and that's what, I know over the last couple of years you've seen Jason in here, but it's not typically something that they're usually. Old bow ties back, by the way. The 0-1 outside wide 1-1, 98 miles an hour. Severino facing Pete Pro Armstrong, and then we're back to the top of the order. USA trails 1-0. The 1-1. Check swing. Did he go around? He did. 1-2. Didn't really look like the intent there, but some of these international umpires don't have the same definition. And a check swing. The 1-2 pitch. Swing, chops it down the first baseline. That's the one rule in sport, well, the one rule in baseball, that there's not an actual definition. All it says is, was the intent to swing? So it's kind of like pass interference in football. It's really up to the eye of the beholder. The 1-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away, 99 miles an hour. Do it again. I would expect the USA to get better swings on Severino his second time through. We are going to the top of the order after PCA. He is absolutely throwing bullets up there today. 1-2 count. Kicks and fires. Outside, high and wide. 2-2. We talked about this throughout the entire tournament, but countries like the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, Japan, they really take this tournament much more seriously than the USA ever has. But it's starting to catch on in the U.S. as the 2-2, swing and a miss, strike three, blew him away with that 99-mile-an-hour fastball on the way. And I really do believe as you get the next group of kids coming up through the major leagues and growing up and watching this tournament, I really believe you're going to start seeing a much different attitude taken by the U.S. players. Not saying that they're not dialed in, but the older ones, like Bryce Harper, have had some odd things to say about the tournament. The first pitch on the way is outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Witt 0 for 1 on the day, the 1-0. Cutter misses, ball 2-2. 2-0 count. You'd like to get Witt on base and really get the wheels going with his speed. Severino would have to pay attention to him and deal with the order. 2-0. Up top, sinker, 2-1. Judge is in the hole and Harper's on deck. The 2-1 count. Just misses. Ball 3-1. Severino looks confused on that, but they've been calling tight zones the entire tournament. The 3-1 count. Swing rips it into left field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Soto's out there in left field, and he's not exactly a Gold Glover out there. So we got one on.
If every night around 10 p.m.
Hypothetically, how
raise your
would one
hand.
convince no,
If every night,
hypothetically, how would one
raise your
convince
hand if every night around 10 p.m.
This thing got jammed up on me. Apologize for that. Battling Sots were going back and forth. I thought I had to just close out the app. So runner at first, one out. First pitch on the way is down and in. For a ball, it's 1-0. Kelly said that's what I get for clowning Soto. I mean, most left fielders are probably going to make a good effort at that ball. Soto just let that ball hit in front of him. 1-0 pitch, swing, rips it down the right field line. That's down into the corner, and here comes Bobby Witt Jr. He's flying around the bend. Here comes Harper. He is safe, and it's a one-out double for the United States of America, baby! If Tatis isn't out there playing right field, Witt probably scores, to be honest with you. With his speed, but Tatis, one of the better defensive right fielders in baseball, and he's got that speed to cut that ball off. And he's got an absolute cannon. So Harper finally getting a base hit. He's now batting 182 in the series. That has been an overdue. And Aaron Judge, the batter, Schwarber on deck. Love to tie it up here, maybe even get the lead. First pitch on the way is chopped over towards third, but it's off his foot foul. It's 0-1. Ball went into the field of play, but hit the top of Judge's shoe, so a dead ball. The 0-1 count. Brings it. Inside sweeper. 1-1. Fly ball here would tie the game. You got very good speed in Bobby Witt Jr. at third. A base hit probably scores too, because Harper still has pretty good wheels too. The 1-1 outside wide. 2-1. If Judge forces the bases loaded, and though that sets up the double play for Severino, I don't know if that's really something you want to do with Kyle Schwarber looming on deck. The 2-1 pitch, sweeper up top, 2-2. Two count. Kicks and fires. Just misses. And I'll tell you what, that pitch was too close to take. Now, it did appear to be a ball, but barely. You're seeing it on the screen where it sits right there on the track. I'd say it's a little further over. They more gave it the spot of the actual as the 3-2 pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. So a moot point, 2 down. But they're giving where he's framing it, not where the ball is landing. So 2 outs now, and now Kyle Schwarber's got to come through in the clutch. Aaron Judge. He was trying to pull that ball. All he's got to do is get that thing lifted up into the outfield, and we're going to tie the game. I wonder if they would think about walking Schwarber. Probably not this early in the game. Gunnar Henderson stands on deck. They are having a powwow on the mound, and there's probably a strong conversation about don't give in to Schwarber. There is a left-hander warming up in the pen, and it's Soto. So everyone back to their positions. Left-handed bat, Schwarber comes to the plate. First pitch on the way is a cutter up top for a strike. It's 0-1. Schwarber batting .350 in the tournament, .980 OPS. USA trails very early in this game, 1-0. But you'd love to get one back here. The 0-1 pitch, sweeper inside, 1-1. He's gone cutter slider to start it off. Kicks and grips. Inside. Four-seamer. Ball 2, 2-1. 2-1 count, runners at second and third, 2 outs. The DR leads the USA 1-0 here in the top of the third. Single elimination, winner go home. These are the semifinals. The winner goes to Tuesday night. The 2-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it back. 2-2. Now he's got Schwarber thinking here. He's gone cutter, slider, and then back-to-back fastballs. Usually where he tries to put the bend on one of these pitches. He still doesn't want to give in. The 2-2. The pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Got him with the bend like we thought. Sweeper right there on the outer track. We'll be back in a flash. It's 1-0 Dominican Republic here in the WBC.
Nate, how those chicken strips?
Your chicken strips.
Hey!
What, you fat... You're like a fat kid worried about his damn food. I ain't eating it. I'm just looking.
Yes, you are. Every time I get home, I don't have any damn fries.
Take a listen. This is your average 18 to 21-year-old.
Why is everybody saying Gen Z is going to get drafted? Like, no, the we're not. Like, how are they going to actually force us to get up and go to war? I understand it was like that in like the 1940s. What else is there to do in 1940 besides shoot people? We have things to do nowadays. We have twerk, be bisexual, eat hot chip, and we're also like really mentally ill. What makes you think I'm qualified to have a gun?
What's better than a nap? A nap with a cigarette. I know. I do it. If you're going to sleep in bed, make it a hammock. So if it lights on fire, you fall down and wake up.
What are those?
They are my Crocs.
Okay, we're rolling and we got speed. We're going to wait 5 seconds to make sure we got a clean cut.
You're getting too good at this.
He wasn't any different than any of the great players that I played against. And I played against Mays, Aaron, and Ernie Banks, Seaver. George Brett was one of those guys.
He was a 13-time All-Star and the only player in Major League history to win a batting title in 3 different decades. But what made George Brett the kind of player no fan would ever forget was an uncommon combination of relentless intensity and boyish charm.
I so much wish I was more like George when I played. Fans in Philly would have ate him up. I was a little bit more like this when I played, and George was like, you know, he was almost part of the crowd when he played.
Please like and subscribe today, youtube.com/@BravesCountry. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. 1-0 your score. We're heading to the bottom of the third inning. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way to Wells. It's high and out of the zone for ball. It's 1-0. Austin Wells, New York Yankee. The backstop tonight for the Dominican Republic as the pitch is right there for a strike, 97. 1-1. He was born in Scottsdale, Arizona, so he's not one of the homegrown Dominican Republic players. They do have quite a few. The 1-1 pitch. Swing, chops it foul down the line, 1-2. One-two count. 1-0 your score. Pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Got him with the splitter. Pulled the string. One away. Mr. Wells will go back to the well and hit the bench. And coming to the plate now is the number 9 hitter, Geraldo Perdomo. Perdomo, Arizona Diamondback, 26-year-old. He's just getting started. I'm telling you, he's one of the better offensive shortstops in the game. As the first pitch on the way is right there on the outer edge for a strike. It's 0-1. Last year, 20 home runs, 290 average, and 851 OPS, and he added that with 27 stolen bases. They did a big sell at the deadline, Arizona did, but this is one of the guys they're going to try to build around. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 0-2. So an 0-2 count. Four-seam fastball. 1-2. One to nothing your score. USA trails here in the bottom of the third inning. The 1-2 to Perdomo. In the dirt. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to say the ball hit him. And they check down the line to see if he actually swung at that pitch, saying that they held up. So he'll get bailed out by hit by pitch. Take another look at it. You know, used to, they wouldn't give that to you, but the umpires, especially in the WBC, are not exactly elite. And you used to have to try to make some kind of effort to get out of that way of that ball. That ball just rolled up to his ankle. he planted it there. Used to, that was not, you had to have a legitimate attempt to get out of the way. You don't see that called much anymore. I saw it like twice last year. First pitch on the way. It's inside, 98-mile-an-hour fastball. It's 1-0. Misses 2-0. So Tatis standing at the plate and on deck, it's Ketel Marte. The 2-0 count. Inside splitter, ball 3-0. Skeen's got to settle down here. This is not where you want to start walking guys and missing the zone. He's at 34 pitches here in the third inning. That's fine, but the heart of the order is looming in the shadows. The 3-0 count. Brings it. Caught there for a strike splitter on the inside track, 3-1. Looked like it just hit the inside part of the zone going by. The 3-1 pitch from Skeens flips it over to first real quick to keep the runner close by. Perdomo back in time. He's going fastball, splitter to start the at-bat versus Tatis. The 3-1 count. Turns and burns. Swing, chops it over to third. 5, 4, 3. Attempt at a double play. It'll be a fielder's choice. Tatis will be safe at first, but they get the lead runner. 2 down. Long developing play there. When Henderson had to wait for that second hop to come to him, you knew there wasn't much of a chance to get Tatis. He still has good wheels. Everybody forgets that he got popped for PEDs too, but the difference is he was smart enough not to get popped again. Patel Marte, the batter, righty-lefty matchup, pitch on the way, high and out of the zone, runner. He bluffed like he was heading to second, excuse me, but hightailed it back to first. It's 1-0. The 1-0. Swing, rips it into right field. That's down for a base hit. And Tatis is going corner to corner. Here comes the throw from Judge. And all rise. Judge guns him down at third. Hey, baby. When are they going to learn? You don't run on the Judge, you'll be hanging by sundown.
I never said that I like to drink. I like to get drunk. I like to black out as much as the next mentally unstable. But you will not find me just casually throwing back a couple of beers and calling it a night. What's the point? Like, what are you working towards? Nothing. I'm drinking an 18-pack and pissing my pants in public, or I'm not drinking at all. You know what I mean?
You know what? I'm about to say it. Say it. I don't care that you broke your elbow.
Are you secretly hoping they don't get good enough to make the travel team?
I mean, I'm into it now, but it's a little much. And the cost of it is, like my son got his own bat. They all have their own bat. It's like you've seen 3 good pitches all year. Why is your bat $390? Right. And why can't you hand it to the next kid when you're done striking out with it? We have $4,000 worth of bats in the dugout. We have 2 hits. And the coaches got it too. They got the huge equipment bags all embroidered. My coach had the bag he brought back from Vietnam. That was our equipment bag. We had a big green duffel. Yeah. They go in there, grab a ball. I think I found a grenade.
Every time you played against George Brett, you felt like you had jumped on your bicycle, ridden down to the Little League field, and you played a pickup game of baseball. How can a guy be this good and seem like he didn't take the game that seriously?
Larry, you come off a really year last year. What are you going to do about it?
Well, main thing I'll try and... Boy, that was tough. They're not going to tape that, are they?
But we all know that George took the game extremely seriously because we've seen him in action a few times when he wasn't the happiest guy in the world.
Brett went in hard, and both teams are out on the field.
But the numbers keep coming at you, like being one of just 5 players ever with 3,000 hits, 300 homers, and a career batting average over 300.
Hey, Braves country, I'm Mac McGee. Join us for Pitch by Pitch, Play by Play, the classic ball of Braves country baseball. Welcome back. 1-0 your score. I cannot believe, and I know Tatis has speed, but I cannot believe people keep trying to run on Aaron Judge. You could see that from a mile away. As soon as the camera panned over, I was like, he's going to be cooked. The only way that he doesn't get out there is if for some reason Henderson doesn't catch that ball. Righty-lefty matchup here. First pitch on the way from Severino. Swung on and chopped foul back behind the plate. It's 0-1. Dominican Republic leads the USA 1-0. We're here in the top of the 4th. Henderson, the number 5 hitter, swings at the 0-1 pitch, fouls it back. It's 0-2. You got Henderson, Smith, and Anthony due up in this inning, so 5, 6, and 7 if anybody gets on Terang. The sweeper misses down and away from Severino. That was pitch number 60. It's 1-2. Now they can do 95 pitches in this round. I don't think he's stretched out at that point, but we'll see what happens. The 1-2 swing, fouls it back. So the point is 61 pitches with no outs in the fourth. That's a pretty high total. And these guys have to, the managers have to abide by what the teams that these guys play for as well. You can't just go willy-nilly and go, you'll be all right. The 1-2, down below the knees. Sweeper, nasty sweeper. One of those ones where normally I'm sure he gets a swing on. That was a good take by Henderson. 2-2 count. Be the sixth pitch of the at-bat. Rocks and fires. High and out of the zone. Sweeper didn't sweep. It's full count. Severino wants a new ball. Infield playing back and to the right. It's 1-0 here. No runs, 4 hits, no errors for Team USA. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for the DR. The 3-2 pitch, swing, pops it back foul, 97 out of play. Do it again. Don't see anybody necessarily working out. But I think that Soto, he might already be stretched out. He was throwing in the last inning, so he might just be trying to stay warm. If you play this out in your head, the 3-2 pitch, swing, fouls it away. If Henderson were to get on here and there were any trouble brewing, you would probably see Soto come in after Will Smith because Anthony, Terang, and PCA, you got a lot of left-handers coming up. It's a 3-2 pitch, swing! That ball's lifted high and deep. Get up, get up, get up! Zip, boom, bam, it's gone! Rama-lama ding-dong, a solo shot, and it's 1-1, son. Holy Toledo! USA and the Hendersons have tied it up. 400 and happy feet over the right center field wall, I should say. 106 miles an hour off the bat. Oh my, what a big fly. So that'll bring Will Smith to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with the slice single down the right field line his first time up. He'll take the sweeper outside wide for a ball. It's 1-0. And you can see some smiles in the dugout. Maybe that kind of got the butterflies out of a lot of these guys' stomach. I'm sure there's a lot of anxious energy in there. The 1-0 pitch, swing. That ball's lifted into left center field. And running on the dead run, heading towards the wall, is Juan Soto making the catch. F7 in your scorecard. 1 down. That ball was hit hard enough you could put an L7 if you really wanted to. Good play by Soto, not known for his defense, but he got a good jump on that. One to one your score. Roman Anthony now coming to the plate. And after 2 balls hit very hard, looks like that's gonna be it. Yep. Severino. Adios, muchacho. We'll be back in a flash. USA has tied it up 1-1. Mac McGee.
We're on the same team.
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
And we need more players. We need you to help us win the battle against hunger and poverty. You can sponsor
Braves Country Radio.
Teamwork is what
The Country Club for Braves Country Radio
is all about. And that's why we need you. For just $15 a month,
Don't get greedy. Ask for $2.99.
you can sponsor a child just like
Braves Country Radio.
I've been able to really help,
Braves Country Radio.
and it feels so good. It's so easy. Just reach out now and start sending your love around the world.
To Country Club for Braves Country Radio.
Join our team. We really can bat 1,000.
Mac McGee.
Who's waiting for help? There's room on our team for you.
Welcome back. Raucous crowd here in Miami. It's 1-1. Luis Severino, he gone. 3 1/3, 6 strikeouts, and 1 earned run. Gregory Soto, the left-hander, coming out of the pen. Welcome to the Country Club, Luminous. As he'll finish up his warm-up tosses. Last year with the O's and the Mets, he had a 4.18 ERA out of the pen. Soto is now with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Still just 31 years old. Man, it seems like he's been around forever. I did not realize he's only 31. Started in Detroit before he was traded to Philly. First pitch on the way is up top. Sweeper misses. For a ball, it's 1-0. If he's on, he's a tough customer. Especially against southpaws. 1-0. Sinker down and away. Ball 2-2. Anthony, Turang, and Pete Crow Armstrong are all due up. Don't think they would go to a pinch hitter this early. 2-0 count. Inside upstairs. 3-0. So with 3-0, lefty. The pitch, right down the pipe, taken all the way. Good take by the youngster. 3-1. You get a guy coming out of the pen on the ropes, the less you want to do is just give him an easy out. The 3-1 pitch. Swing! Slices it foul. Full count. USA 1, DR 1, top 4. Winner take all. 3-2. Swing, lifts it high and deep. He got around on that one. That ball's going back on the track. Get up. Good God almighty, witchcraft, baby. We got another solo shot, and it's second home run of the tournament by the Roman Candle. A mighty smack over the track. 421 happy feet later, 108 miles an hour off the bat. And the USA, baby, they're waking up. Lefty-lefty matchup. Bryce Turang at the plate. First pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it back. 99. He's bringing it now. It's 0-1. You knew he got a good swing on that. I knew it was going to be down. Wasn't sure if it was going to be up enough, but it was definitely heading towards the gap. Nothing wrong with going shopping in the gap here this early in the spring. 0-1 count. Soto, his 8th pitch out of the pen. Pitch on the way. Hits the top of the zone. 1-2. With this Dominican lineup, it just feels like no runs are enough. You got to keep scoring. The 0-2 pitch. High and inside. 1-2. Skeens, I would think, would give you 5 solid. I don't think there's too many guys who are going to be asked to go to 6th inning, no matter what their pitch count at, because of what they call the up-downs nowadays. The 1-2. Down in the dirt, 2-2. 2-2 count. 2 across. Deuces wild here in the top of the 4th inning. The second baseman, Turang. trying to get on board. PCA stands on deck. Pitch, slider misses, high and inside, full count. Get some really bad weather here, so if we lose you, you'll understand why. The 3-2. Brings it, swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. Two down, and that'll bring the number 9 hitter to the plate. First pitch on the way is a sinker, down and in. It's 1-0. Lefty-lefty matchup. 1-0. Kicks and fires, swing and a miss. In the dirt, 1-1. It's too early to overreact now, but you get later in the game, you can't have PCA facing these tough lefties. You're going to have to see if it's the 1-1 pitch. Swing, chops it back to the mound. It's off the glove of Soto. He's going to dribble it off his glove towards the second baseman, Marte. He'll grab it, but not in time, and it's going to be an E1 on the Dominican Republic and Soto. And the inning will continue. PCA will get aboard. And he's got good speed. Keep an eye on him. He might be taken off to try to get in scoring position. Bobby Witt Jr. will be the batter. They haven't officially put it on the board yet, but that's got to be an error. Pujols coming out there to talk to his man Soto. Is that going to be it? Well, he gone. So we've gone through 2 of their guys in the pen. We'll be back in a flash. 2-1 your score. Good guys here on the BCR.
Have anybody ever tell you you look like Beyonce?
Nah, they usually tell me I look like Shalissa.
Who the f*** is that?
Men don't like loud women.
Damn, that's crazy. Anyways, I wish I gave a f***.
Why do I always have to make the move? Why don't you make the move? That doesn't make sense.
Yes.
That doesn't make sense. You're allowed to make a move. You're allowed to make a move. It's always up to me to make a move. Make a move. Don't touch me. I don't want you touching me right now.
Exactly.
I don't want you touching me right now. You made me angry.
People say kill them with kindness. F*** that. I'm not killing them with kindness. You know what I'm killing them with? Blindness. I don't see a bitch. I don't hear a bitch. They ain't even that bitch in my life anymore.
The funniest thing to do when you post a picture of your car to me is cover the license plate. What are you covering that for? I've never understood it. Hey, dude, you drive around with your license plate for the whole world to see every day. But you cover it when the people that you know see it? I just don't get it.
I spent 30 minutes helping my 12-year-old daughter look for her phone the other day. After about 6 times of calling it, finally found it laying on the floor. I pick it up and it says 6 missed calls from Spawn Point. That little nerd named me Spawn Point. I should have stepped on it.
I'd always admired the guy. Brett carried thunder in the barrel.
Set by Gossage, a high drive and deep to right field. It is gone.
George Brett was a better hitter than I was. He was the best hitter in our era.
Always kind of wanted to be like George as a hitter. He could do a lot of things with the bat that I could not do.
Every time I go up there, I know I'm going to hit the ball hard, and I know I'm going to get a hit. It doesn't always happen, but I have that feeling every time.
Welcome back. Thank you, Bite Life. Juan Mejia coming on, the right-hander. First pitch on the way to Bobby Witt Jr.'s 98. Inside for a strike on the inner cut. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Comes set. Kicks and fires. Fastball, 98, well outside wide, 1-1. So 1-1 count. Mejia turns and burns it. Swing and a miss. 98. 1-2. I mean, every guy coming out of this pen is throwing triple digits or darn near. Mejia got his hat turned kind of like the way old Don Charlie Willis used to do it about 20 years ago. The 1-2. Outside wide. 2-2. Remember when that was such a big deal back then? Like now nobody bats an eye. 20 years ago, Willis started doing that. And what's he doing? I always just thought it was goofy because the whole point of that cap, Bill, is to block the sun. The 2-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. That'll end the inning. Chase one well off the plate. PCA was on the go, but to no avail. But not before the USA put 2 on the board. It's 2-1. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's the DR's turn when we return.
Well, I have a degree, so I don't give a fuck. Okay, you can have a degree and still be a dumb. I stand by that. Thank you.
I haven't done one of these in a minute, and I need to get some of this off my chest. So let's get into it with that infuriates me. These are not chronologically ordered, but coming in hot with people that refer to themselves in third person. Who the do you think you are? These are one of the worst types of people that you can encounter. I mean, this is a narcissist. I'm also talking to y'all that refer to yourselves as mama. Mama needs a margarita. Mama's ready for a nap. Shut the I'm sorry I had to be the one to tell you, but it's really annoying. Not putting your buggy into the return when you're done shopping. Obviously, some of y'all were raised in a damn pole barn. There's literally not one valid excuse for not returning your buggy when you're finished with it. This right here, folks, this is my number 1. Grown adults having 0 grammar knowledge. Come on, you're 37 years old, and you don't know the difference between there, and there. And you want to bring children into this world. Let's hit the books. You think? Also, it's library, not library.
I say, whoever threw that paper, your mom's a hoe.
I don't think pressure bothered him. I think he really relished having the pressure situation.
I was always one of those guys that was scared to death before the game, every game. I mean, nervous. You're in the dugout, and my heart would start beating, and all of a sudden you're running out there, and man, I'm scared to death.
Fear is what drove George Brett, and no question it originated with his father. The way he was raised, his father was incredibly hard on him, probably harder on him than has ever been fully revealed.
George Brett's story began far from Kansas City, on the California coast, where he was raised as the youngest of 4 brothers.
What's for dinner? Hey, chef, what's for dinner?
Paul Skeens goes back to work now with a 1-run lead. It's 2-1. USA, bottom of the 4th, Dominican Republic. Sends Juan Soto to the plate. First pitch is a 4-seam fastball. Outside wide, it's 1-0. What is for dinner, everybody? We're doing nachos here at the house, so it's quite the juggling act, me running back and forth, trying to get a bite every once in a while. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Really good nachos. Just, I wouldn't dare bring them back here in the studio. It would be, all you'd hear is a bunch of cussing in the background during one of the commercials. I didn't have it turned upside down. The 2-0 pitch, swing, rips it high into right field. Coming in, making the sliding, diving catch, his former teammate, Aaron Judge. All rise. F9 in your scorecard, 1 away. Good play out there by Aaron Judge. That had some topspin on it. It was dying quick. Now, I haven't heard any kind of an update on Byron Buxton, but the fact that he has not been in the lineup tells me he's just not right. But you see him in the dugout, so he's there and he's dressed. And he did come in for defense earlier this past week. It's the first pitch to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Swats it back foul. It's 0-1. You just wonder if he can actually bat, or is he just regulated to playing defense? The 0-1 inside, 1-1. They used him to bring Buxton in to spell Anthony in the outfield the other night against Canada. We haven't seen him at the plate. 1-1 count. Swing, chops it over towards third. Just foul. Henderson was ready to pounce and flip it to first, but just crossed the bag over foul by the time he grabbed it. U.S. bench looks like this. You got Cal Raleigh and Alex Bregman. Those are the two big bats you would call off the bench. Clement would probably be your next guy, and then Goldschmidt, and because of Buxton's injury, I put him last because we just don't know. Is the 1-2 pitch swing. That ball is roasted into the left field corner. It's up against the wall, and it's going to be a one-out double for the Dominicans here in the bottom of the fourth. Vladdy representing the tying run now. Skeens at 45 pitches, so he's at a good number there. Sinker just got a little too much of the plate, and he was able to rip it in the 5-6 hole into the left field corner. Anthony was playing him pretty straight away. Could not cut it off in time. So tying run at second, Manny Machado, the batter. 0 for 1 on the day. Righty-righty matchup. First pitch on the way. Swing, fouls it straight back. 98 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Brings it. Swing, fouls it straight back. It's 0-2. As far as who would be next out of the pen, really depends on what the score is, what the situation is, because you're treating all these like a game 7, but you do know that if you're going to win this thing, you got to have some bodies available tomorrow night. The 0-2 count. Saw that Venezuela, they were wanting to bring in the 0-2. Swing, rips it up the middle. Diving stab by Witt. He'll knock it down. He won't be able to get the out as it rolls behind him, but Vladdy had to stop at second, so it'll be an infield single. That's the bad news. The good news is the double play across the board stays in order. Runners at first and second, 1 out. And with Vladdy not being able to advance to third, he can't score on a fly ball. But Junior Gambonero coming to the plate. He swatted one out of the stadium his first time up. It was a hanging slider. We'd hope he wouldn't get that. So Skeens looks in, about to throw his 49th pitch of the night. First pitch on the way, right down the pipe, 99 miles an hour. Not where he was aiming, but he got the strike. It's 0-1. They were set up on the inside. Pitch hit the outer part of the zone. 1-1. Skeens brings it. Four-seamer down below the knees. 1-1. 1-1 count. Skeens looks back the runner, the pitch. Swing, rips it over to short. It's going to be a 6-4. Oh, he got the out and bobbled it. Couldn't transfer the ball to get it to first base. So it's a 6-4 put out. Manny Machado thinks he's going to be safe, but that's an umpire's discretion on whether or not he had the ball and was trying to transfer it. Unless he's trying to think that he's out. So 2 down, but they still have life. That should have been an easy double play. Bryce Terang somehow got handcuffed there as we look at, that's all in Terang. He was just trying to throw it before he had it. Just didn't have a good hold on it. Stuck with it. But now there's 2 outs and Julio Rodriguez coming to the plate. And if I'm Smith, I go out there to talk to Skeens just to get him a breather, because you got to think mentally, he thought he was out of this inning. Julio Rodriguez, the batter, first pitch on the way, check swing. Did he go around? Upstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Doesn't matter. They called it high Strike. Rodriguez 0 for 1. Batting 188 in the tournament. We all know what he's capable of, though, so you got to be careful here. Wells is on deck. The 0-1 to Julio. The pitch. Inside. Got to be careful there. Almost got him in the hands. 1-1. 1-1 count. Gone fastball. Both of the 98 variety on those first two pitches. Skeen comes set. Swing. Chops it down the third base line. Foul towards the dugout. 1-2. USA 2. Dominican Republic 1. Yeah, chop shot. I can see the comments a little better now. I rearranged my view. I have to keep an eye on the screen, but the DR is just, it's unbelievable. Like, you talk about a murderer's row, this is it. I was thinking about this earlier. How many of these guys in this lineup right now for the Dominican Republic are probably heading to the Hall of Fame one day? I mean, at least 5 or 6. The 1-2. Inside, that ball got him in the hands. So Skeens hits another batter. And now the bases are loaded. And Julio looks to be in quite a bit of pain. Definitely no intention there. But it looks like it might have got him in the wrist, maybe. They're taking a look at him with as we look at the replay. Yeah, it got him right in the wrist, the left wrist. Maybe gotten lucky and got it right below it. But it's right there inside on the wrist, and he doesn't wear any kind of protective gear. The DR fans are overreacting as if that would ever be intentional. I mean, you had 2 strikes on this guy, and now you've loaded the bases. They're going to let him give it a go, so maybe he's all right. That's good news for Seattle Mariner fans. I'm just surprised more guys don't wear some kind of padding up around the wrist area. We've seen so many injuries over the years that just end seasons or long times on the IL. Austin Wells now the batter, and Skeens is in trouble here. Righty-lefty matchup, bases loaded, 2 outs, clinging to a 1-run lead. Here's the first pitch, swing, chops it down the first base side. It's 0-1. Started him off with the changeup. The 0-1. Riley's gotten hit on the wrist too, though. Chop shot that it was 2 years that he missed. One was on the wrist, the 1-1 inside. As that pitch misses high and in the zone. And then, of course, you had the Freddie Freeman. What was it, like 2 or 3 times in a 3-year span in Atlanta, he would get hit in the wrist. He wouldn't wear any kind of protective gear, and he'd hang over the plate. The 1-1 pitch swing, rips it down the right field line, just foul. Woo, that would have cleared the bases for sure. That stays fair. By the time Judge gets to that, with 2 outs, Julio's going to be heading to the plate. So a 1-2 count here. Big spot in the game. USA 2, Dominican Republic 1. The 59th offering from Skeens as time is called by Wells. He'll step out of the box for a second. It's usually got to do with one of their parents. Chop shop. Wells was born in Arizona. The 1-2. Swing, fouls it straight back. Do it again. So bases loaded, 2 outs. A 1-2 count. Skeens trying to find his way out of this. The pitch on the way. Swing, pops it up high into left field. Anthony should be underneath it, and He squeezes it. Next time, use two hands, buddy. We'll be back in a flash. It's 2-1. USA will grab the bats when we return.
Bad credit, no problem. Or you dead? Ghost credit. I'm gonna get a Subaru.
Please tell me I'm not the only person that does this ridiculous. If I'm in the middle of doing something and another task pops up that requires my immediate attention, I will go into that room where said task needs to be completed, but I won't turn the lights on so that I can focus and hurry up and do that one little minute task so I can get back to what I was originally doing. But my brain wants to just start a bunch of tasks in that new room we just walked into, so I just end up doing a bunch of damn tasks in the dark.
And introduce yourself. My name is Michael with a B, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life. Stop. Where? Where's the B?
Johnny has 19 bottles of this soap, and he gives Gina. Wait, why does Johnny have so many soaps? Mind your business!
So I am confusion. Why is this one Kansas, but this one is not Arkansas? America, explain! Explain! What do you mean in Arkansas?
And why do you want to be a librarian? Shh! Oh my God, you're hired.
Grew up in a really small town, El Segundo, just south of the LA airport. And it seemed like every day of the summer at 9 o'clock, me and my brothers would go up to the corner. We'd hitchhike down to Manhattan Beach. And pretty much every day we were at the beach and body surfing and just kind of hanging out.
George was a little bit of a slacker as a kid. It was his brother, Ken, who was the All-American boy.
Ken Brett, 5 years older than George, was the 4th overall pick in the 1966 draft, who just a year later would pitch in the '67 World Series at age 19 and go on to a 14-year big league career.
Welcome back. United States leads Dominican Republic 2-1. We hear the top of the 5th inning. And Bryce Harper leads us off. Aaron Judge on deck. As the first pitch on the way to Harper is swung on and lifted softly out to left field. Lazy fly ball, one away. One pitch, one out. Bat there by Harp. Yeah, we just got the new Braves Country Radio store. We ordered a hat because we wanted to see what they looked like. Just got it in the mail. It's pretty sharp looking. I was pleasantly surprised. First pitch on the way is up top, slider. It's 1-0. 1-0. Righty-righty matchup, kicks and fires. Swing! That ball is belted high and deep. Going back on the track. Get up, get up, get up. Oh, making a leaping catch out there in center field is Julio Rodriguez. Robbing a home run. 2 down. Just barely kept it in the yard. He and Judge are jawing back and forth to each other. 2 down. Just ran out of gas as it was hit it to the deepest part of the park. To the left of the 400 mark, he grabbed it right at the top of the wall. If Jeffrey Mayer was hanging out over there, he never would have got it. First pitch on the way is a slider. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Judge couldn't believe it. They're showing his reaction now. He's like, are you kidding me? Perfectly timed catch, though. Great job by Rodriguez. The 0-1. Schwarber, swing, fouls it away. It's 0-2. Mejia thrown 10 pitches. He's had a quick inning so far here. 1 pitch, 1 out to Harper, and Judge, what was that, the 3rd pitch of the at-bat? Maybe the 2nd? The 0-2 count. This would be a big inning for them to get them out. The 0-2 in the dirt. Slider. 1-2. Brings it. Swing. Fouls it away. 100 miles an hour once again. The 1-2 count. Pitch, swing, chops it over to second. That's going to get through the hole. But out to right center field. Schwarber, not with the greatest speed, so he'll stop at first. But it's a 2-out single for the Americans. And that looks like that's going to be it for Mejia as Albert Pujols comes out of the dugout, motioning for the right-hander. We'll be back in a flash. It's a one-run game. Gunnar Henderson is coming to the plate. We know what he did last time. Don't go anywhere.
And y'all be talking about why they won't give Americans free health care. Why they won't give us free health care. Why is there a Cinnamon Toast Crunch bacon? Bro, y'all want to die so bad.
So I have to wait for you to finish a TV show?
Stop watching shows.
No, is it my fault that you fall asleep within 16 seconds of laying down? I'm tired. Or you just become narcoleptic and I have to pause it for you?
The key to any successful relationship is clear communication. All right, if your partner asks you a question, always tell the truth, unless the truth might hurt their feelings. Like if they're like, what do you think of my new haircut? In this case, it's okay to tell a white lie. Forget about the truth. Unless she's like, you know what, just be honest with me. I want your real answer. In which case, it's okay to go back, reinstate the truth. Unless this was trap. In which case, abort. All right, get the heck out of there. Telling the truth. What are you, nuts? Go into what I like to call the neutral zone. Disengage from all communication. Do not make eye contact. You are now Switzerland. Unless she views neutrality as not caring, in which case, guess what? Get the heck out of the neutral zone. You now have two options. One, phone a friend. Two, ask for the question to be presented in multiple choice.
I idolized Ken when I got to know him, just like George did as his older brother. We thought Ken was the greatest thing in the world.
They say Ken might have been the best athlete ever to come out of Southern California. A lot of people have told me that. Tough shoes to fill.
George showed promise as a ball player himself as a kid, but struggled to earn the approval of his father, Jack Brett.
A military guy, got wounded over in France in 1944, and he raised us kind of like a military dad would. You screwed up, you paid the price, and sometimes it wasn't pretty. It wasn't wait for your mother to come home and scold you in the bedroom or slap you. It was bam.
Welcome back. Brazoban comes on to face Henderson. You got 1 on and 2 outs. Righty-lefty matchup. Huascar Brazoban, the New York Met, started with the Marlins, so he's very familiar with this park. First pitch on the way is high and out of the zone, 4-seam fastball. It's 1-0. Came up with the Marlins in 2022 as the 1-0 pitch swing. Rolls it to first, and that should stay in play at will. And Vladdy will step on the bag, and that'll end the inning. The USH still leads by 1, 2-1. When we come back, Perdomo in the top of the order, due up for the DR.
Where is your Tupperware?
I left the Tupperware at work.
Did you even eat your lunch?
I did eat my lunch. I said I forgot my Tupperware at lunch.
No, you threw it in the garbage.
Why would I throw it in the garbage? I ate my lunch. I forgot to bring my Tupperware.
So bring it home tomorrow.
I forgot to eat my lunch.
What?
And I ate Wendy's, but I ate Wendy's. I ate lunch.
What's your name? What? What is your name? Tony! You, Tony! What's your name? Ezekiel! You, Ezekiel!
Excuse my Wisconsin mouth, but why the heck are you not drinking, for cripe's sake?
I'm on medication, so I can't drink, okay? And I'm not going to say what it's for. I'll just say the pharmacist whispers it to me.
So you hadn't been drinking all week? What have you been doing?
Just mostly going to bed early. It's not that bad. There's plenty of sober stuff we can do together.
Ugh, if we can't drink, we might as well lock ourselves in a room with no windows.
I could kiss you.
My heart says yes, but my Lord says no.
Okay, so I was going through old pictures yesterday, trying to find pictures, and there were these 3 publications from the El Segundo newspaper. And in it, there's one little passage that says, Jack Brett, your grandfather, on Right, Wrong, and Rogues. I was a great dad as far as I was concerned. Do what I want, and you got everything I had to give. But you do what I don't want, and I'll kick your damned ass. And you'll be lucky if that's all I kick. The thing that I will never stand for is that you think I'm dumb. If you think I'm dumb, I'll show you how smart I am. Don't pull that on me. What's incredible to me is he admitted that in the paper.
Yeah,
So
crazy.
if that's what he was admitting to doing in the paper, you know he was doing a lot worse than that, which he was.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think he just hit him.
Yeah.
I think he hit him and hit him and hit him and hit him.
That's insane.
It's insane.
Welcome back. Poor Edgar, bless his heart, doesn't like the ads. Letting everybody know about it.
Thank you for your uninformed opinion.
Geraldo Perdomo comes to the plate, left-hander, batting 9th. Righty-lefty matchup is Paul Skeens is back out there for the 5th inning. Pitch number 61 on the way is a fastball. 4-seam up top for a strike. It's 0-1. The 0-1 swing, chops it foul. It's 0-2. An 0-2 count. And Kelly just said it to me, Edgar, you got a creepy avatar, son. What's going on with you? The 0-2 count. .63rd pitch, Skeens turns and burns it. Swing, pops it up into left field. Coming in, making the running catch is Roman Anthony, 1 away. USA leads this one 2-1 in the top of the order coming up for the Dominican Republic. You got to figure you're at least going to see it one more time. In the perfect world, it's just one more time you go through the top, but just really waiting for both sides to start exploding with runs. Two runs, 7 hits, no errors for the USA. 1 run, 4 hits, and an error for Dominican Republic. Been traffic on the base paths. Skeens has been able to dance out of danger. First pitch is a splitter inside. Busted him back a bit. It's 1-0. So I would assume that Rodriguez is good to go, that Julio didn't get hurt on that play. You saw him make that catch at the wall as the 1-0. Swing, rips it down the left field line, just foul. Giving chase was the third baseman, Henderson. Skeens, who led the major leagues in ERA last year, 1.97. Him and Skubal, the Cy Young winners. Haven't heard another peep about the Skubal thing, so they're just keeping it quiet. I guess he's gone. The 1-1 pitch swing. Chops it down the third base side. Is it fair? It is just foul. Henderson was going to grab it because Tatis had kind of taken his way slowly out of the box, and it kicked off the carpet to the left. That would have been a disaster. The way it rolled like that, he easily would have been safe, and he might have even gotten to 2. You got the weird carpet inside this Miami stadium where it's got true lips there, and it just kicked to the right. So 1-2 count, Skeens. Brings it, swing, pops it up. Will that stay in play? It will not. We'll do it again. Standing on deck is Marte. In the hole is Soto. Best time to face Juan Soto is with nobody on. So Skeens hopes to save him for the 6th inning. The 1-2. Swing. Rolls it to third. Henderson barehanded. Fires over to first, and it's high throw. Harper tried to make the catch and make the tag as the throw brought him off, but Tatis will be safe. And it's an infield single. For the Dominican Republic. His only play was the barehanded. Even if he hits it on a dime, I don't know if he gets it because Tatis busted it out of the box and has good speed. And that was a slow bouncer towards third. It was going to take a near perfect throw, and he did not get it. Marte, the batter, first pitch swinging, 96-mile-an-hour fastball up around the eyeballs. It's 0-1. Skeens about to throw his 70th pitch now. Yeah, Bite Life, I'm kind of with you there. I don't know if he might be running out of gas. When we are in March, is the 0-1 outside wide, 1-1. We've got a right-hander warming up in the pen. Looks like it's Rogers. The 1-1. Swing. And that ball's going to get sliced into center field. That's down for a base hit. And Tatis will go station to station. I kind of thought he would end up making it to third. Good play by PCA to keep him where it's at. But they're threatening again. Runners on first and second. 1 out. You got Tyler Rogers warming up in the pen. He's the sidewinding right-hander that had been with San Francisco. Until this year, he signed with the Toronto Blue Jays. And Skeens is getting a mound visit from DeRosa. I think that's going to be it. He's getting high fives and handshakes. We'll be back in a flash. 2 on, 1 out, dicey situation. And the soft tosser is going to try to come in and induce a double play.
Somebody just asked me what Barack Obama's last name is. Like, am I supposed to know that?
Let me tell you something, little girl. I mean, nobody, and when I say nobody, I mean nobody normal thinks about going out to California. I mean, that's the land of fruits and nuts. And every fruit's a little nutty, and every nut's a little fruity.
What the hell are you doing?
I am doing my eyebrows.
That's a big-ass mirror.
I have big-ass eyebrows.
It's funny, I was scared to death of him. I was intimidated by him my whole life. Growing up as the youngest of 4 boys and always being criticized that I'm not as good as my brother in this, I'm not as good as this brother, I'm not as smart as that guy, you know, everything. I couldn't do anything right.
And yet, George was a good enough ball player to be picked in the second round of the 1971 draft by the Kansas City Royals, a franchise in its 3rd year of existence. He'd move up pretty quickly in the minors, but hardly gave off the scent of a future star.
Well, he wasn't a big deal in the minor leagues. He wasn't a blue chip, can't miss guy. First time he got to the big leagues, wearing number 25, I remember just watching him, and there was nothing special at the moment.
He hit just 125 in 40 at-bats in a cameo in 1973, but got the starting job as the Royals' 3rd baseman the following year. By June, his continuing struggles brought him to a breaking point.
Was hitting 200 with no power, no nothing, and was just lost. I was just totally lost.
And that's when Royals hitting coach Charlie Lau approached him. and helped change the course of George Brett's career forever.
He says, I've been watching you. I think you can play. I'm the only coach here, George, that thinks you belong in the major leagues. But I've watched you now for 200 at-bats. You haven't made one adjustment. And I said, I don't know what adjustments to make. This is how I've hit my whole life. And he said, I'm going to help you, but you got to give me your heart and soul.
Tyler Rogers, 1.81 ERA last year, 9-3. He's a sidewinder. He's set to face the left-handed bat. That's why I was a little surprised by this, but we'll see how it works out. First pitch on the way. Turns and twists towards second. Tatis back in plenty of time. Rogers will just hold it, but it will be considered a move. Juan Soto. First pitch on the way. Right down off the edge. It's 1-0. Standing on deck is Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's not going to blow you away with his velocity. That one there was 81 miles an hour. The 1-0 swing, chops it up the middle. It's going to be hit to Bobby Witt Jr. He's going to step on second, fire it to first across the diamond, and that will end the inning. A 6-3 double play, and the double play master comes out of the pen and does what he do.
What do you do? I'm an entrepreneur. So what do you do? Well, I did this. I thought you were bae. Turns out you're just fam. Bruh.
Dan? Here he is. You want to know what I do to calm myself when I get stressed? Not really. Come on, Dan. Even you must need to unwind after a hard day. And you want to know what I do? You slip into a hot bubble bath and say, Calgon, take me away. What does that even mean? Don't even worry about it. I meditate. Yeah? I meditate. Yeah. I quietly meditate for like 30 minutes. Is that like praying? No, it's not praying. I find a place where nobody is, and it's really quiet, and I just enjoy the silence and reflect, you know? You're welcome. Why do I need to thank you? Because I've been telling you to shut the up and go away for years. Who knew that if you finally followed my instructions, you'd find some inner peace, man? That's not the same thing. It's exactly the same.
Cinderella, why do you want to go to the ball? 'Cause stepmother, ball is life.
Hey, what are you doing? Science fair project. I just found out hamsters are allergic. To what? Being underwater for 10 minutes?
I don't know if people realize or understand how hard he worked. Charlie standing next to him, just going through it, work, work, work.
I had a bad habit of wrapping my bat around my head. Every time my hands went back, I just couldn't stop it. So we were sitting there, he's scratching his head, he's trying to figure out, he says, just put the bat right here on your shoulder. I put it there and then I couldn't wrap it around my head. He said, there, you're hitting like that. That's the only way I could do it.
At first, he wasn't really driving the ball, but just getting base hits. And then as he got more comfortable with it, then he started driving balls the opposite field. They just flourished from there.
We set a goal to hit 250 by the end of the year, and I'll never forget, a month and a half later, I got to 250. And I came back in the dugout, and I said, Charlie, we made it. We got it to 250. He said, what are you talking about? We're going 260.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic ball of Braves Country baseball. 2-1 your score. What a big play that was for Team USA. To end the last inning, bases had runners on first and second. There was only one out. It was a 1-0 count to Juan Soto. Leading by one as the first pitch on the way is inside to Will Smith. Bends out of the way, it's 1-0. That's one of those pitches that Will Smith needs to lean in. Man, you got to take one for the team, son. Sometimes we don't all get the good-looking one at last call. The 1-0. Up top for a strike, 1-1. I mean, if you're going to get hit by a pitch by Brazoban, that's the one to do it. That ball is the 1-1 pitch. Misses high to him. I'm sure Dodger fans are like, would you shut up? Don't get him hurt, but it would have been right there in that the arm pad that he wears, protecting his left arm. The 2-1 pitch, swing, swats it over the third base dugout, well out in front of that one, 2-2. 2-2 count. 2-1 your score. USA leads this one. Still a long way to go in this one. We're just in the top of the 6th inning. The 2-2. Brazoban comes set and brings it. Swing and miss, strike 3, 1 away. One down. Roman Anthony coming to the plate. First pitch on the way to the Roman Candle is high and out of the zone. It's 1-0. 1-0. Right there for a strike, 1-1. Anthony 1 for 2 with a 421-foot home run his last time up is the 1-1. Swing and a miss off the plates, 1-2. It was a no-doubter. 1-2 count. On deck is Terang. Here's the pitch. Caught looking, strike 3. Man, Brazoban mowing him down, 2 down. Be interesting to see if they bring Rogers back out. Typically when he comes out, he doesn't go for long distances, but you've got 3 tough right-handers to start the 6th inning for the Dominican Republic. 4, if anybody gets on. It's Vladdy, Machado, and Caminero all back to back to back to back. Julio Rodriguez would follow. Quick mound visit out there from his battery mate. I think that's Machado standing there with him. 2-1 your score. USA leads the Dominican Republic. Everybody back to their positions. And Terang digging in. He's 0 for 2 on the night. The first pitch is a swing and a miss. 4-seam fastball. Blew it right by him. It's 0-1. Terang 0 for 2 on the night, but he's hitting .412 in the WBC. The 1091 OPS. The 0-1. Right there for a strike on the intercut. It's 0-2. If he can get on PCA, stands on deck as the number 9 hitter, then you would go back to the top of the order. Brazoban looking to close out the inning here on the 0-2 pitch. And swing and a miss, nasty changeup off the side, and that'll end the inning. So we'll head to the bottom of the 6th. USA still clinging to that 1-run lead in the heart of the order, due up for the DR.
Dude, if we're gonna be famous. What was that? My tube. What? My tube.
Hey Braves Country, this is Mac McGee with Braves Country Radio. We are bringing you pitch by pitch, play by play of your Atlanta Braves all year long. Please like and subscribe today. It helps us bring you more of the game we all love. Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball.
I just won $2,500 on a scratch-off ticket.
What? Oh my God, what are you gonna do with it?
Well, I could either be selfish and just blow it all, or I could donate it to charity.
You should donate it to charity, baby.
I thought so too, either charity or Bubbles or your sister.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I don't know who's dancing tonight.
I'm
being generous! I'm being generous!
Well, I'm exhausted. Yeah, you're really sweaty, dude. You should have seen the other guy, girl, your mom. What? What? What?
He'd continue to raise his batting average throughout that 1974 season, all the way to .282. The next year, he'd lead the AL in hits and bat .308 while helping Kansas City to the best season in the young franchise's history. Future was looking bright for both the Royals and their young star third baseman.
Right side, back to the right, gentlemen, both hands, right side.
My pants last night. I did. I'm good twice a year for that. When was the last time you your pants? Me? Yeah. Been a while?
It's been a long time.
I was in Vegas a couple years ago. Just an honest to God true story. Staying at the Bellagio. I went over to the Mirage for dinner, met some friends of mine over there.
The Vegas story is, hearing him tell that in person now is the funniest thing, because he's way more animated.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. Welcome back. Yeah, someone had mentioned that to me late last night. I guess I ought to play for the 50K subscription. Thank you everybody who has smashed the subscribe button. Climbed quite a few during the off season because we continue to bring you football and now the WBC. I think that's the main reason. This has become now a year-round sports radio play-by-play channel. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will lead it off. The first pitch on the way to Vladdy from Jax. He's in the dirt. It's 1-0. So there's our answer there. Rogers is coming in for that one at bat. 1-0. Right down the pipe on the outer edge. You don't know, the first thing that I think of when I see that is, man, he only threw 2 pitches, but you don't know what has been discussed as the 97-mile-an-hour sinker right there. You don't know if it's been discussed with his team, now Toronto, of we don't care how many times he goes out, but we don't want him going out for more than one up-down. Because it's so early in the spring is the 1-2. Swing, lifts it. High into center field, drifting over, making the running catch is PCA. One away. PCA plays a really smooth glove out there. I hope he gets his bat together with the Cubs this year. He was like on fire last summer and then fell off a cliff. Hopefully he got that straightened out because I think he's a fun guy to watch. He's good for the game. Talented defender. He's just got to figure out the hitting aspect and not go into those slumps. Kind of like another center fielder we know. First pitch on the way is inside for a ball to Manny Machado. It's 1-0. Seems like Michael's off to a pretty good start in the spring. Hopefully he keeps that going. Michael Harris the second on the phone too. The 1-0 pitch. Swing, chops it into the hole. Wick grabs it, jumps off the carpet, fires it across the diamond. A laser beam, 6-3. That kid can play some baseball. 2 down. I'm glad he's not in our division, but I kind of wish that we got to see him more often. We'll get to see him opening day. Kansas City Royals are at the Atlanta Braves to start the season. He is just so smooth out there. They've got him locked up long term. Saw somebody complaining. I think it was on X, and they took it and they'll quote tweet something. I think that's where I saw it, where someone was complaining about the fact is the first pitch on the way to Caminera swung on. That ball's lifted into center field, and PCA and makes an easy catch, makes it look easy. Him and Bobby Witt both. Couple of slick gloving guys out there. We'll be back in a flash. Tell you more about that tweet when we return.
It's currently 1:30. I don't give a
Today, we're going to talk about a topic that's near and dear to my heart. All you women that want an Appalachian man, let me explain to you real quick. They're very simple men, but everything they do it at 150%. There's no such thing as a 2-day bender with an Appalachian man. He goes on a bender. A month later, he's missed 4 court dates. He's wanted in 2 states, and 5 women hate him. It's very simple. to get the attention of an Appalachian man. So if you're a woman or man trying to score an Appalachian man, go to the flea market on a Saturday, just stand in the middle somewhere and do this. Pull out your can of Baianis you had in your pocket and just do this right here. Just go. Every Appalachian man within a 300-foot radius will hear that and come a-running.
I was in Vegas a couple of years ago. Just an honest-to-God true story. Staying at the Bellagio. I went over to the Mirage for dinner, met some friends of mine over there. Went to Kokomo's, a great little steakhouse. The guy brings out some fresh crab legs. These just came in, I got to give them to you guys. I'm eating them. Then we go play gamble a little bit. So I had a tea time early in the morning. So I said, look, I got to get going. I'm walking back to the hotel. I get 3/4 of the way out of the lobby, and all of a sudden I go, oh, and I'm standing here like this. I got my butt pinched so I can't move. All of a sudden, felt all right. I went just like this. Water.
No way.
I had some food poisoning from the crabs. Take off my leather jacket, tied it around my waist, and I'm just standing there, and it's just running down my leg.
I truly believe he just forgot the mic was on and forgot he was mic'd up that day. And that story is so on brand, it's not even funny.
True story. Who's the pitchers in this game?
There are two sides to him. There's a fun-loving, happy-go-lucky guy who likes to drink wine and used to like shellfish. And then there's the baseball side of him, and it's kind of perfect.
Braves Country Radio, your home for the classic call of Braves Country Baseball. When you wake up tomorrow morning, that'll be the last week of no MLB regular season games until all the way into November. It's 2-1 here at the WBC. Top of the 7th we go. And we'll be doing 2 to 3 doubleheaders every week, out of town ball games not involving the Braves, and all of your Atlanta Braves broadcasts right here on the BCR. It all gets going Wednesday night, the 25th, when the Giants and Yankees square off. And then a doubleheader on opening day, Reds and Red Sox, and Cleveland at Seattle. It's a split twin bill, 4 p.m. and 10 p.m. First pitch on the way to Pete Crow Armstrong is up top for a strike. Abner Uribe, the pitcher, the right-hander. The 1.67 ERA last year with the Brew Crew. It's 0-1. And he can bring it. We saw that in the postseason. The 0-1 swing lifted high into center field. Fly ball into the glove of Julio Rodriguez, one away. And Uribe has had issues in his career of spinning out of control in innings and losing batters, walking, etc. But it's typically later innings. When you bring him in the 7th inning, that's kind of his wheelhouse. They've tried to put him in the closing role from time to time in Milwaukee. It's never really stuck, but he's usually pretty good in the 7th and 8th. Bobby Witt Jr., the batter. First pitch on the way is downstairs for a strike. It's 0-1. Remember here on the BCR, we put now that they have these posts here that you can do, like social media here on the YouTube channel, we put the schedule out now every Sunday to let you know what games are being carried here. Is the 0-1. Fouls it away, it's 0-2. Next 2 nights right here on the BCR. And we are doing a Braves Country today. I believe that's Thursday morning, or Thursday at noon. And then we're bringing you Red Sox Braves on Saturdays. The 0-2 swing and a miss. Filthy pitch, strikeout. Bobby Witt Jr. looked lost on that at bat, 2 down. So if you're ever wondering what games we're doing, that's all you got to do is go check out our posts. We'll have it up by Sunday at the latest. We also put it on our Facebook page, Braves Country Radio. First pitch on the way is right there on the outer edge for a strike. To Bryce Harper, it's 0-1. Harper doubled in the 3rd. He's 1 for 3. Batting 174 in the WBC is the 0-1 in the dirt. 1-1. You just don't feel very comfortable with the 1-run lead against this Dominican Republic lineup. Got to get some breathing room. If Harper does not get aboard here, that means the 8th inning you would have Judge, Schwarber, and Henderson do up the 1-1. Inside, 2-1. You'd love for someone to be on base when Judge comes to the plate. He almost got that thing. If y'all weren't with us earlier, he hit a bullet to center field that Julio Rodriguez robbed at the wall as the 2-1 pitch swing rattles it up the middle. It's going to be scooped up by Marte. He'll flip it to first, and he'll get Harper by a couple of steps, and that'll end the inning. 3 up, 3 down. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Get up and stretch here on the BCRadIo Network. Welcome back. David Bednar's coming in, right-hander for the USA. So if you're trying to keep track of this at home, we've used Skeens, Rogers, Jacks, Bednar. You know they want to use Miller for the 9th if they still have the lead. Julio Rodriguez comes to the plate, righty-righty matchup. On the bench, the first pitch on the way is right there for a strike. It's 0-1. You got Hill, the left-hander, Hoffman, the right-hander, Clay Holmes, Keller, the 0-1 pitch, swing, fist it back, foul. It's 0-2. Spire, who they've used quite a bit as a left-hander in the late innings. You got Will Vest, the right-hander, along with Whitlock, the right-hander, from the Tigers and the Red Sox. He's got a few that he can choose from. It's just the right mix, and of course, I'm sure they've got charts there that tells them what guys are going to pitch better against other guys in the lineup. It's also a feel for where you're at in the game. As the 0-2 pitch to Julio, swing, lifts it high into left field, drifting back, making the running catch over his shoulder, flipping the glove. Mr. Bobby Witt Jr. went away. That's all right, Bite Life. Everybody's got their has got their cross to bear. Bite Life tells us that he's a Phillies fan. First pitch on the way is swing. That ball's lifted high into right field, drifting over, trying to make the running catch. Judge. It's over his head, running towards first, running past first, heading to second, and it is a 1-out double for the Dominican Republic, and Wells is in scoring position, representing the tying run. Thought Judge may have gotten to it. It's just past his glove. That ball was hit hard. Now you got an issue here because you got to run. The tying run's at second. A single would tie the game in the left-hand bat of Perdomo coming to the plate. First pitch on the way. Outside wide. Curveball misses. It's 1-0. Fernando Tatis is standing on deck, so it doesn't get any easier here. 1-0. I would just be shocked if 2 runs is going to be enough to win this thing anyways. The 1-0 right there at the knees. It's 1-1. So 1-1 count. David Bednar. Staring in to Will Smith. Longtime Pirate that traded over to the Yankees. The 1-1 pitch. Pops it up. Foul out of play. If you remember last year at the trading deadline, the Yankees made a lot of moves to bring in back of the bullpen help, and it just did not work out for them. Some of the guys came over and couldn't stay healthy. The others were just not pitching well as the 1-2 pitch. High and out of the zone, 2-2. Bednar was a closer for many a moons over there in Pittsburgh. In fact, he's got 111 saves lifetime with 26 holds. The 2-2 swing, slices it over the second baseman's head, and that should tie the game. Bednar, now they're going to slam the brakes on Wells. He's going to stop at third. He was heading to the plate, and they called it off as a perfect throw from PCA came in. He might have scored, but it would have been really close. The throw came up the line, but it came in a hurry. Good piece of hitting there by Perdomo, no doubt. Went down there and got the off speed in the bottom of the zone and punched it over the infield's head. Wells got turned around on that play, was probably worried about the ball getting caught. So any way you look at it, runners on the corners and 1 out. Probably the smart move to hold him. First pitch on the way, swing and a miss, nasty splitter. It's 0-1. Tying runs at third. Big picture, if you're the USA, the biggest thing is you don't want to give up more than the 1 run standing 90 feet away. The 0-1. Inside. 1-1. 1-1 count. On deck is Ketel Marte. There's only 1 out. And then in the hole, Juan Soto. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Nasty splitter. 1-2. Runner takes off and gets to second base, so it's a stolen base out there for Perdomo. Pretty good jump out there. I don't even think they were really paying attention to him. So second and third and 1 out. Now they got the infield in. Now it gets really dangerous. You got the infield in. You're asking to give up the lead. The 1-2 swing and a miss. Strike 3. Yak 'em. 2 down. Filthy splitter by Bednar. Huge strikeout. And now you can pull the infield back. I don't think I like that strategy, though, by the way. You're pulling the infield in, and then a single gets you behind. you at least want to leave this without trailing heading to the 8th as the first pitch on the way is swung on and fouled back out of play. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Comes set. Brings it. Swing and a miss. 97 miles an hour. He is bringing it. So an 0-2 count. The pitch on the way. Swing, swats it back, foul. Chase four-seamer upstairs. We'll do it again. USA 2, Dominican Republic 1. Bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, an 0-2 count. Everything on the line. Here in the World Baseball Classics. It's an elimination game for both. The winner heads to the finals. The 0-2 misses high, 97, 1-2. Trying to get him to chase one up the ladder. 1-2 count. Infield playing back and to the right, and time is called. Marte wanting a chance to reset his gloves. That always makes you nervous when you see the umpire come out like that. You don't know if he's calling a balk. The 1-2. Bednar brings it. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Sit him down, Joe. My fingers is so. The USA.
106 miles from Chicago. We've got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
It's happy hour.
When wins become losses and losses become wins.
You guys going to happy hour? Yeah? Yeah, I'll come for a couple. Just a couple, though. Not like last time.
When buying a beer, don't make this mistake. Buying only one beer can cause a misalignment in your spine due to the uneven weight distribution. This can cause unnecessary back pain and potential spine issues. To prevent this, carry 2 beers, ensuring your body is balanced and proper health maintained.
Okay.
Let's get it! Hey!
Have dinner, ready?
Put my pants on, one leg at a time.
Guess what? I got a fever, and the only prescription is more.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt our program of dance music to bring you a special bulletin from the Intercontinental Radio News.
You're in Braves country.
Everybody drink a beer. Salute.
They're making it laws where you can't drink when you want to. Pretty soon we're going to be calling this country.
Oh, yeah. For me and the Lord, you gotta understand it. We're on a mission for God.
If you want to stop me, you're gonna have to kill me!
Welcome back here as we've got ourselves locked up in a tight one. It's 2-1. We're in the top of the 8th inning if you're just joining us. 1 run, 8 hits, and an error for the Dominican Republic. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the USA. USA got both of their runs off of solo shots by Henderson and Anthony. Sir Anthony Dominguez is on for the Dominican Republic. First pitch on the way to Aaron Judge. All rise, swung on and fouled straight back. It's 0-1. The 0-1. Schwarber stands on deck. Smacks the outer edge with the sweeper. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count is Judge will step out of the box. Dominguez comes set, pushes one up to the plate, and it bounces to the dirt and all the way to the backstop. It's 1-2. That one rolled so far away, you kind of wish Aaron Judge had swung at that. He'd be standing at first right now. 2-1 your score. On deck is Schwarber. In the hole is Henderson. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Strike three. Splitter up top. One down. Right in his kitchen. He was leaning out looking for it on the outside, and they came up inside. Sir Anthony Dominguez who first pitch for Schwarber, 96-mile-an-hour fastball, misses high. It's 1-0. Dominguez was with the Philadelphia Phillies till 2024 when he went to Baltimore. And then ended up in Toronto last year for the postseason. He's now with the Chicago White Sox. Only 31 years old. 6'1", 225 is the 1-0. Out there on the outer track, it's 1-1. One count. Dominguez comes set, brings it down below the knees. Nasty splitter. Just faded out of the zone before it got there. 2-1. These guys were teammates, but I don't know how much he's seen of him because he was in Philadelphia for so long. And then went over to the American League. The 2-1 pitch, outside wide, 3-1. Though you play everybody nowadays in the new scheduling, you don't see the American League that often if you're in the NL. Henderson standing on deck. And he's already gotten into one back in the fourth inning. A solo shot off of Severino, the 3-1. Inside, down and in, ball 4. So Kyle Schwarber gets things going here for the USA. Gunnar Henderson now come to the plate, and moving to the on-deck circle is Will Smith. We'll see if they have him hit, or if the right-hander, they may go to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Righty-lefty matchup. First pitch on the way. Right down the pipe for a strike. It's 0-1. Thank you, Jason. Mr. Up and Adams. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing. Did he go around? They checked down the line. He did not. 1-1. Thank you for the channel support. It's a 1-1 count. 1 on, 1 out. Aces wild here in the top of the 8th. USA leading by only 1. 2-1 your score. The pitch on the way. Drops a sweeper there at the knees. 1-2. Good pitch there by Dominguez. Henderson must have been sitting on the fastball because you watch that go down the pipe all the way. The 1-2. Pitch on the way is a splitter. 2-2. Try to get him to chase one down and out of the zone. So now you got the count even again. It looks like we got a pinch runner. Clements on to run for Schwarber. The 2-2. Swing, dribbles it up the middle, and that's going to be a 6 to 4 to 3. Inning-ending double play. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. barely holds on to it, and that'll end the inning. So we'll be back in a flash. The pinch runner did not work out. We're clinging to a 1-run lead here in the WBC.
Martin Verde. What did you just say to me? Oh, sorry, Verde. I thought you were trying to seduce me or something.
Not gonna lie, if you're one of those people that prefers your burgers to be those little skin tag, flattened, scab meat recumbents versus like a nice, thick, juicy, rare one, well, I think something's wrong with you.
Hey, can somebody help me understand how LA is right next to the Pacific Ocean and they ain't got no water in their fire hydrants?
Oh my god, I love Chipotle. Chipotle is my life.
So you're trying to tell me that I can't send a picture via SMS from my house in Appalachia because I don't have good enough phone service despite my $170 a month phone bill. But in 1969, we live streamed the moon landing to every television in America? Okay.
On all levels except physical, I am a wolf.
As a 23-year-old, it was clear that the baseball side of George Brett was headed towards big things in Kansas City.
In 75, when I hit 300 for the first time, Hal McRae came up to me at the end of the season and he said, "You're screwed now." And I go, "Why is that?" He says, "They're going to expect you to hit 300 every year." And I said, "Well, I expect it now."
76, he comes into the year with a different level of confidence. That's also when the Royals really first came on the scene. So there was something exciting happening in Kansas City.
The Royals beat the Yankees 3-1.
And George was in the middle of all of it.
A couple good years in the big leagues, and all of a sudden you're on the cover of Sports Illustrated, and you're on the cover of Sport Magazine, you're on the cover of Sporting News.
George was pretty down to earth. In fact, it seemed like he was more Midwest than California, and he embraced the city and vice versa. I think everybody realized that they had a star.
Join the Country Club today. Help support Braves Country Radio. Join the Country Club today. Welcome back. Heck of a game here. Whoever walks away with this one, it's 2-1. We go to the bottom of the 8th. And the heart of the order due up for the Dominican Republic: Soto, Guerrero, and Machado. I mean, this is where I would honestly, to bring in Whitlock, I'd be thinking about bringing Miller in here to worry about worry about the 8th, and then let maybe Whitlock close out the 9th. He did a good job, but to me, I would want my best bullets going up against their best right here with the game in the balance. Whitlock, something's being, home plate umpire's telling Whitlock to kick the rosin bag out of the way so it's not a distraction for the batter. So first pitch on the way to Soto is a slider down and in. It's 1-0. And I mean, no knock against Whitlock. I'm just saying Miller is by far the best closer in baseball right now. And I would want to see him out there in the 8th as the 1-0. Swing, chops it foul, 1-1. And then you just figure out the 9th. You get past Soto, Guerrero, and Machado, you're feeling pretty good about your chances. 1-1 count. Pitch on the way, right there, P at the knees, 1-2. Nice pitch. 1-2. I mean, Skeens has been out of the game for a few innings now. Is the 1-2. Caught looking strike 3. Punched him out on the inner track. 1 away. And remember, you've got the pitch limit. Soto doesn't like it, but it was definitely a strike. And even if you don't think it was a strike, which it was in the zone, it's definitely way too close to take. It's right down the heart of the plate. It dropped over the knees. By the time he caught it, it would have been just out of the zone, but it crossed over the plate itself as a pitch on the way to Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Sinker. It's 1-0. Remember, you got the pitch limit, so Skeens wouldn't be in the game anyways at this point. 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. He took a mighty hack at that one. It's 1-1. He had shirt buttons popping open on that swing. He did not get cheated. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Slider. Nasty pitch. 1-2. Machado on deck. And I don't know if y'all saw it or not, but after they won the other night, Dominican Republic was chanting in the locker room on social media, "We want the USA" as the 1-2. Down and away 2-2. I mean, they did it for a while. It was a big, we want USA, we want USA chant. I don't really have a problem with that. I didn't hear any real pushback from the U.S. players. They've been button-lipped about it. The 2-2. Check swing. Guess he held up. Full count now to Guerrero. Probably one of those things where the guys are waiting to see if they win. If they win, then maybe some of them might mouth off. I don't know what Guerrero's doing there at the plate. It's like he's mimicking his teammate Soto, but it looked like he was about to sit down on the can. The payoff pitch. Swing, slaps it foul. Do it again. So a full count now. Whitlock brings it. Swing, chops it back up the middle. It's a comebacker, an atom ball, and Whitlock's got it. Underhands it to first. 1-3, 2 down. That's where you want to see the pitcher do the same thing to the batter. I don't care if they do these ridiculous things at the plate where they're, I mean, it's getting to the point where it's absolutely absurd where a batter is like trying to show up the pitcher. But then when you get him out, I want to see the pitcher gyrate in his face. Because if you think about it, if you let him do it both ways, the pitcher's going to win 95% of the time. Because if you get on base 30% of the time, they put you in the Hall of Fame. So the numbers are not in your favor. First pitch on the way is slider high and outside the zone. It's 1-0. Righty-righty matchup. Machado, if he were to get on, Caminero, who has the lone home run, is the 1-0, swing and a miss, 1-1. He's standing on deck. Rather see him in the ninth with Mason Miller on the bump. USA 2, the DR 1. The 1-1. Foul tips it off the plate, 1-2. 1-2 count. We got slider here from Whitlock. That's his bread and butter. The infield is playing back and slightly to the left. They're pretty straight up except for the second baseman. He's cheating towards the bag. Time is called by Machado. The 1-2. Check swing. Goes around. Did not. 2-2. So fourth consecutive slider. You just feel like if you keep giving Manny Machado the same pitch over and over and over again, it's eventually going to turn out poorly. But here we go. The 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. We go to the top of the ninth. Good guys leading by 1.
Justin Bieber's dead. Oh my God.
I bought that poster for nothing.
John in Tennessee, go ahead. What you want to say?
That trash, dog. Get the off the airwaves.
Anyone ever tell you what hole you look like?
You're a complete flop, bud.
Pull your finger out of your pipe fitter.
I'd rather be watching a paper cut in slow-mo.
I'd rather be watching a 10-man party on an IMAX movie screen.
Don't let Grammy Google that one.
It's a song or something. Do a trick. You're useless. What's your laundry folding channel, hon?
I bet you know exactly how many days it is until Christmas, don't you, bud?
Wait!
What?
Go yourself, you silly butt crusty.
You're Danish in a donut shop.
You're a cup of baby carrots, you I don't even know what your name is, bud. Well, back to chorin'.
Sure, you may be verified on Twitter, but are you verified in the eyes of God?
Blocked and reported.
Doing some dishes, having a drink, gonna take it easy tonight, is what I would post on Facebook if I was a
That was my rookie year, 76. I was in awe, like, look at this guy. I mean, it seemed like every day it was 3 hit, every day.
George Brett with his 3rd hit of the day.
3-hit night for George Brett.
For a stretch that May, it really was every day, as Brett put together a remarkable run of 6 straight games with at least 3 hits, still a major league record.
I think I had a 5 and a 4 in there, and 4 3-hit games in a row. Yeah, that'll help your average a little bit, won't it?
As the hits kept piling up, Brett found himself in a race for the batting championship with Hal McRae. The teammates led the Royals to the team's first AL West crown, with the race for the batting title coming down to the final game of the season.
George Brett and Hal McRae were right in the middle of the batting title going down to the final day.
What's up, Braves country? Looking forward to a great Atlanta Braves season. See y'all at the ballpark.
Welcome back. Venezuela versus Italy tomorrow night. The winner will face tonight's winner all on Tuesday night. USA leads this one 2-1. Will Smith will be leading us off. And Buxton is in for Anthony now. So he will bat next. So I guess his wrist is okay. If y'all missed it, he got hit in the wrist the very first game of the WBC. We've only seen him defensively since. Turang will bat third if anybody gets on. And we're going to get an automatic ball on Camino Duval. It's 1-0. So the 6, 7, 8 hitters, and if anybody gets on, it'll be PCA, and then back to the top of the order. The 1-0 to Smith. Inside ball 2-0. Camino Duval, he can bring it too. I mean, they've got arm after arm after arm. The only way to beat this team is with solo home runs, because you're just not going to wear them down. The 2-0, right there on the outer edge. 2-1. Duval, now with the New York Yankees, was with the Giants. Another one of those arms that they made a move for. The 2-1. Outside wide. 3-1. Lifetime 3.39 ERA. 4.82 with New York last year when he came over. It's a 3-1 pitch. Swing! Fouls it back. Full count. Spent the majority of his career in the National League, so Will Smith, and the fact that he was a Giant, Will Smith is very familiar with Duval. Doval, it's D-O-V-A-L, because some of y'all think I'm saying Duval. The payoff pitch. Kicks and fires. Inside ball, strike 3, excuse me. Will Smith can't believe it. That is a ticky-tack strike. But honest engine, that close, you got to swing at it. 1 away. Game of this magnitude, you can't expect the umpire to give you anything. He's been calling those close strikes. If you look overhead, it looks like it just missed by a hair, but it's definitely too close to take. Byron Buxton. First pitch, down and away. For ball, it's 1-0. Buxton yet to get a hit in the WBC, but just his 6th at bat. 1-0. Kicks and grips. Outside wide. Slider. 2-0. Two-0 count. Brings it. Swing. Pops it up. 98 out of play. Would have much rather had Anthony's bat here in this situation just because of the rust on Buxton, but Buxton just gives you an outstanding glove. They didn't want to run the 8th inning without their 3 best gloves and having a 1-run lead. The 2-1 pitch. Outside wide. Cutter misses. Oh, they're going to call that a strike? Good Lord. So a 2-2. I think old Blue's got dinner plans. The 2-2 pitch. Swing, rifles it down the right field line, but plenty foul. We'll do it again. 98 on the gun. USA 2, the DR 1, top of the 9th. Mason Miller is warming up in the pen. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. I'm as nervous as I was in 21 when we were making that run with Braves country. I mean, this game has had it all. May have not had a lot of scoring, but man, the tension cut with a knife. First pitch to Bryce Terang. Swung on and fouled back. 98. Cutter on the outer edge. It's 0-1. Terang 0 for 3. 2 strikeouts, grounded out in a double play. Batting .389. The 0-1 pitch. Swing, fouls away. It's 0-2. So he's gone cutter sinker to start off the at-bat. Caminero, Julio Rodriguez, and Wells are due up in the bottom of the 9th. The 0-2. Check swing. Did he go around? They're going to check down the line. He did not. 1-2. Third base umpire said he held up. Didn't look like he offered. One-two count. Swing, chops it over to first. And another one that barely stays fair. Vladdy's got it, steps on the bag, and that'll end the inning. So we're 3 out away from pay dirt. Can Mason Miller slam that door when we return?
God, I just hate it that I have a dump truck ass and a great personality to boot.
I think that's the same safe we got last year from Sam's Club. Girl, yes, it's so much bigger and more roomy. You're gonna love it. I'm happy for y'all. Zach will be more than happy to come help. Yeah, he can definitely help get the smaller one downstairs and the bigger one up. Hold on. It's Jim and Carol. Be nice. You want to help? I don't give a help. Yeah. We'll be over in about 45 minutes, if that sounds okay. Yeah, that'll be so much fun. I'll bring the kids.
Oh, this damn thing's leaking. I gotta go to Lowe's. Damn, I gotta work on that today.
Let's go to the beach.
Get the phone out of my face.
We were playing the Twins the last game of the year, and I think at one time they had to carry the numbers out 5 digits to see who was winning. I might have been hitting 332-165. Hal McRae was hitting 332-191, whatever. And I remember I got 3 hits that day, and my last at-bat, I hit an inside the park home run.
Brad hit a routine fly ball to the left, and the Minnesota left fielder didn't see it, didn't play it well. The wind was not much of a factor, a little bit, and the ball ball dropped. And Hal McRae thought, well, maybe they'd let the ball drop so George and not Mac could win the batting title.
You know, all I did was hit it and run. I mean, I don't know what happened, and then Hal grounded out, and I ended up winning the batting championship, and Hal was pissed. And it took a little fun out of it.
Hal's emotions took over, and he started blaming Gene Mock, who was the manager of the Twins. That, hey, you told the white guy to let it fall in, and it got bad after the game.
Know that new sound you're looking for?
Welcome back. Mason Miller coming to the plate, coming to the bump, and Caminero is coming to the plate. Right-handed Miller. .6'5", 200-pounder from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Formerly of the Oakland Athletics, now with the San Diego Padres, out of Gardner-Webb in the third round of the 2021 draft. And he can bring it. Righty-righty matchup. Caminero has already got a home run to his name. First pitch on the way. Swing! Fouls it back. 101 miles an hour. It's 0-1. Now, if he connects on one, close your windows because it might bounce through your window through the backyard. The 0-1. Kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. 102 miles an hour. He's bringing it. It's 0-2. The 0-2 count. Miller flips it up there. Swing! Fouls it away. 102 once again. 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors for the United States of America. The Dominican Republic, 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error. The 0-2. Swing, and the ball gets away. Strike 3. Smith has to jump on it. Fire it to first. Caminero was running inside the line. He'd have been out anyways, 1 away. He was trying like hell to get hit by the ball. I mean, and Harper just looked at him like, you clown. I've noticed this, though, that the baseball unwritten rules type of things, they don't really apply to the Dominican Republic, Venezuela, and whatnot. They'll try anything to get a win, which you got to kind of respect, but it is illegal. First pitch on the way is inside for a ball. It's 1-0. 30 years ago, that would have given you what Pedro Martinez used to call a rib sandwich. The 1-0 inside to Julio. 2-0. 2-0 count. These guys are familiar with each other, both AL West foes prior to the trade to San Diego. The 2-0. Misses high, nowhere near the zone 3-0. So Miller, danger of walking the winning run to home plate. And then all it takes is one swing, and it's good night. The 3-0 pitch. Right there, top of the zone, 3-1, 99 miles an hour. Standing on deck is Wells, and he roped one down the line for a double his last time up. Perdomo in the hole. On the bench for the Dominican is the 3-1. Check swing, ball 4, and he'll head on down to first. So Julio works his way aboard. Tying run. O'Neal Cruz coming to the plate. And they'll go out there and talk to Miller real quick. Go over the scouting report, O'Neal Cruz. 1 on, 1 out. And Andy Pettit's coming out there to talk to him. Remember, as good as he's been, he's never really been in a big pressure situation playing with the Athletics for his entire career. Didn't get a big taste of it in San Diego last year. Righty-lefty matchup. As runner leaning off of first. First pitch on the way. Outside wide, the ball gets away, and that's going to put the tying run to second base. Good Lord. Are you kidding me? Ball pops out of the glove of Smith. It was a bad throw, but you got to give that a pass ball. And Will Smith, I mean, you got to hold on to that thing. And so now the tying run is just a base hit away. The 1-0 count. Swing and a miss. 100 miles an hour. It's 1-1. On deck is Perdomo. They don't pinch hit for him. The 1-1 in the dirt. 2-1. He is all over the place after that first out. Miller having a hard time finding that strike zone. Two-one count. Swing and a miss. 101 down the track. It's 2-2. Bottom of the ninth. Winning run is at home plate. USA leads the DR 2-1. 1 out, runner at second. The 2-2. Miller comes set. Swing, chops it up the middle. It's going to be a 6-3 put out. Just barely. Man, O'Neal Cruz booking it down the line. You got to respect that effort. 2 down. He was almost safe. Witt was checking out the runner at third, thought about going over there. And that delay almost cost him. Got it by about a quarter step. And now the DR is down to their final out. And coming to the plate is Perdomo. Cross everything. Need all the good luck we can get. Righty-lefty matchup here. Runner at third, 2 outs. The first pitch on the way. High and out of the zone. 100 miles an hour. It's 1-0. Standing on deck is Fernando Tatis Jr. 1-0. Kicks and fires. Top of the zone, called for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 count. Any kind of a error of any sort would get the run home. The 1-1. Right down the outer track. 1-2. 101 miles an hour. Now Miller is a strike away from sending the United States to the World Baseball Championship final. The 1-2 count. Crowd is on their feet. Everybody holding their breath. Miller comes set. The pitch. High and out of the zone. Another one almost going to the backstop. Good play by Will Smith to keep that. 2-2. The 2-2 from Miller. Pitch on the way. Slider just misses. 3-2. Once again, Tatis is on deck. I don't know if I would have been pitching around Perdomo to get to Tatis here. But here we are. The payoff pitch. Swing! Pops it up. Out of play. Third base side. We'll do it one more time. Runner at third. 2 outs. The tying run just 90 feet away. USA a strike away from moving on to Tuesday night. The payoff pitch. Swing, rifles that foul, 101 miles an hour. We'll do it again. And if Perdomo gets on, it'll be Tatis, and Perdomo's got speed as well. Very athletic team here. The payoff pitch comes set. Mason Miller delivers. Caught looking strike 3. He got caught watching the paint dry. It's Miller time, baby. Down in Miami, USA. How about that? What a big time save by Miller. And the Dominican Republic said they wanted the USA. Well, you got us, baby. 2-1 your score. Advance to the WBC Finals Tuesday night. Right here on Braves Country Radio. And we'll have tomorrow's semifinal here as well. Italy versus Venezuela. What a tournament this has been. Thank you for spending your Sunday night here with Braves Country Radio. Thank you for subscribing and liking. And a big thanks to all the Country Club members. You make this possible. USA, 2 runs, 7 hits, no errors. 1 run, 8 hits, 1 error for the Dominican Republic. Game ball. You know, I don't do this often, but give it to Mason Miller. The kid stepped up in the biggest spot. We might have gotten one there too. That was a pitch that looked a little below the knees. But once again, 2 strikes, you got to swing the bat. And we'll defy all expectations. USA versus Italy or Venezuela tomorrow night. Same bat time, same bat channel. We'll see you then. Wow.
Goodbye, sweetheart, well, it's time to go. We're back tomorrow with another show. Well, unless we're fired, we'll talk to you then. Goodbye, sweetheart, goodbye. Goodbye.
Guys and gals, it's time to go. We'll see you on the next show.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
It's closing time, y'all. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Have a great one. On your way out, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to tip your favorite bartender. We'll see you. I'm Mac McGee, signing off for Braves Country Radio.